Hello, everyone, and welcome to Odyssey of Eternity. I'm DM Kenneth, and this is Tyranny of Dragons. If you have noticed, we have a new face tonight. Welcome, Bob, to the campaign. So, last we left off, the party had just been in the final council meeting of the forces of good against the dragon cult. You guys were told that the Well of Dragons has finally been found, and it was in an ancient caldera. And the Temple of Tiamat is in the process of being raised. You were given some ultimatums, and some of your allies decided that it wasn't worth the fight to be with you guys, and they allocate their forces elsewhere to try mitigating the damage of the fallout that they believe is to come. However, the majority of your allies stood firm and staunch with you, as you guys have quite a sizable force under your control.
Well, I would certainly hope so.
So, at this point, you do know that the Well of Dragons is roughly about 700 miles away from where you're currently at. And at the War Council, the individuals are looking to you to see, hey, how do you want to use the resources? Where do you want to allocate them? They look to you for the deferment.
What you published made sense to me.
Eugene just looked around like he doesn't know what to say right now.
I imagine that it's very much so like kind of how we've done it in the War Assets tech channel of just like Owen and Styx lead the conversation as they both are like taking different ideas and like talking it out and figuring out how things should be done. And we've landed on the Order of the Gauntlet, as well as an ally that Owen may be coming into contact with. Will be helping with Severin.
Well, what about my uncle's order? Like, could I maybe like say like, hey, could you send a couple paladins to like help? You know, I just thought maybe if that's the only thing Eugene would think of, like, hey, I got some people. Could we maybe ask them?
You could certainly try. What is the order's name?
It's the Order of the Platinum Dawn.
Oh, I believe they've actually sided with the Order of the Gauntlet for this one.
That makes sense. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my family's dead. I can't bring anyone in.
Well, Paxton, way to bring the mood down, bro. Like,
I like Platinum. Platinum's a good color.
Yeah.
I would bring them in. There just might be complications.
That's the wizard.
Let's not talk about that, okay?
Moving on.
Let's not talk about resurrecting Max's dead family, okay?
We wanted Rathmodar to be dealt with by the Harpers.
Okay, so Mert the moneylender, he sits there and he nods. He's like, "We can do that. I think."
Okay. The
You guys will remember Rathmodar is the guy that you encountered in the castle before you guys got airlocked out of the castle.
even more, he has to die now. Although Styx wasn't there for that.
So, what about the cult leaders? What are you going to do to counter them?
That's the I forget what their actual group is called. Hold on.
The Zentarum?
The Zentarum, yes. The Zentarum will be taking care of the leaders.
Okay,
they'd be best equipped for that.
As you see, Nyan, the Zentarum contact who you sold your keep to that you stole, sort of nods. It will be done.
Steal is a strong word.
Also, Trevi asked if you could also, if you get any information, if you could please forward that back, anything that might be vital that we know to where we can cut something off, if you can get any of that information to us. And I'll look at the Harpers and say the same thing.
Absolutely.
Yes. As for the cult troops in the whole, those are not being addressed by any particular group. They're going to be all over the battlefield. It's going to be hard to nail down them. Myself, as a pyromancer, I am specially suited for just unexisting large swaths of armies.
He is really good at that. That's very true.
And we're using you as a precision tool.
I'm also very good at doing that. Listen,
Okay,
pyromancy
just double
can solve
checking.
any issue. Any issue. I've made pyromancy heal people. I can make my pyromancy solve any issue.
We know, and that's why the Temple of God has a restraining order against you.
I know. I have to talk to them still.
Several.
Let's see. Okay, so cult troops are being unaddressed by any specific group. Dragons. Obviously, more dragons. The problem to solve dragons is just more dragons. So
That is fair. As that they should be able to deal with that. We will get word to Pertanther to get him on that.
yeah.
Is he okay, by the way?
He's relatively well at this point.
Okay. Good to hear.
I would say though, if one group kind of like mops up their side of the field really fast, maybe go help the
absolutely.
dragons, because there might be more dragons than our dragons, and
Yeah.
or they could be equal. I don't really know.
We will do our best.
Okay.
We'll get to character introductions in a second for you, Bob, because you'll be introduced here very shortly.
After that, we have the Devils, who we are not addressing with another group, regrettably.
Yes, they have an entire platoon of Legion Devils at this point. We've
Although, I did have an idea. So,
yes.
from what I understand, Tiamat isn't a resident of the Hells. They are a prisoner of the Hells, right?
Yes. As our lore and knowledge goes, yes.
Asmodeus has got to be pissed that she's being ripped out. So I was thinking I might try and contact the Devils. We might get a last minute ally out of the Devils that don't agree with her trying to get out.
Baxton looks at Styx and goes, "Are you gonna freaking contact Asmodeus?"
Didn't you already sell your soul to,
Hey,
Exactly. I have it in.
I have it in.
don't contact the Devil God. How about we put that?
Yeah, I'm not
Let's
too
put that on
keen
the
with
table.
working with devils, Sticks. Not to like rain on your parade or anything, but like
Okay, now
we don't
not
do
too
that.
not too keen. Is this a very similar thing to like with Owen with Undead, or is this as long as you're not having to see it happen?
Well, I mean, just knowing for me is a little bit on the bad
Okay.
side of the juju. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well then we don't have to do it. I want to make sure you guys are comfortable. Definitely
appreciate it.
not going to contact Devils. Definitely not. Okay.
I
Can
have
I look at Sticks? Can I
wait,
look at
bullshit.
Sticks real hard?
Sticks.
Yep.
I just look at Sticks real hard. Go.
I have a question, Sticks.
Hey.
Yeah. What's up?
You said Asmodeus. Now, I don't actually know who this guy is because I really haven't researched that. But is there like the magic thing where you can make something seem real, but like it's not real? Right?
In theory, yes. For what purpose? To what end?
Well, could somebody say like technically make an image and just send it over there and pretend it's Asmodeus and tell them all to go back to hell? And technically not use any kind of really resources other than maybe like one person?
Yes and no. Like, yes, they could. In fact, I could probably do that. Pyromancy, it would be like a heat mirage kind of deal. But that would come into things could disbelieve it, and if you have enough of them disbelieving, they could also point it out to the others. And then with illusions, it gets messy once things start disbelieving them. Like I know that there's a spell that literally summons an illusionary dragon, and it can hurt you until you realize it's illusion, and then it just stops being able to hurt you.
I would imagine they're smarter than that, also.
Yeah. Also, depending on the devils, certain devils don't actually agree with Asmodeus. There's one in I forget which layer it is, but there's an ice guy who is forever trapped in a prison because he disagreed with Asmodeus.
Oh. Okay. Well, never mind then.
Maybe we could lean away from the more Faustian part of this whole thing.
I guess.
All right. So the devils are unaddressed. Okay.
Devils are unaddressed. So giants.
What about what about the giants?
What?
The giants?
So from what we know of the giants, they're a wobbly force in this anyways. If we show that we're stronger than their forces, the Giants are going to leave anyways. But also, we do have friends in Swift and Esty. I happen to know that Swift and Esty is weirdly fighty for such a friendly place. Weirdly fighty.
That doesn't surprise me. Solace is from there. That doesn't... I'm not surprised.
Yeah, so if the forces of Swift and Esty aren't already joining forces with one of our other resources, I think sending Swift and Esty at the Giants and just shock and awing the Giants, literally just send them in, hit them as hard as they can, and then pull them back.
So, wait. So we're going to send a bunch of halflings against Giants.
Yes.
But aren't there but then there's also the heroes of Swift and SD. I think that
exactly.
we heard that we're not halflings,
well, some of them weren't halflings. I know there's the one that's a halfling, except for that he can also be like the size of a dragon. I don't know. Moving on. If the forces of Swift and SD are able to get to us and help us, I think having them go at the Giants would be the best bet.
But Pertanthar's there right now, last we heard, right? So couldn't he technically just bring them along with him because he's really big?
In theory, if he was willing to. But also, there's the whole getting a bunch of people to ride on a dragon Dragons can be about that, you know.
He's a nice guy.
So what about the mercenary armies? Who are you setting about those?
So the mercenary armies, we think the Lord's Alliance would be the best suited for fighting against them. The Evil Mercs are, of course, well-equipped, well-trained. The Lord's Alliance is a massive force and should be able to outnumber and hopefully outplay them as well.
You see the representative from the Lord's Alliance sort of nod in agreement. We can do that. Absolutely.
Okay.
What about do you have anything to address the temple itself?
So the temple itself, we had a few ideas for.
Yeah,
but,
one idea, right?
But the idea being, right now, what we're landing on is us. We're going to be going in there anyways to try and stop whatever ritual is going on. We're going to also mess up the temple while we're there. By the way, I don't personally know the spell. The one that shakes the ground.
Earthquake?
Earthquake. Real good at breaking buildings. Really good at breaking buildings. So if you have the ability to cast it,
I mean,
really good at breaking buildings.
I have spell power. Owen has spell power.
Oh, it's a high tier spell, higher than we are.
But couldn't we just get a scroll of it?
We could look into getting scrolls of it. Yes, we will look at that before we get there.
Then we could all carry one and emergency quake.
Emergency earthquake.
I'm very much so here for it. Scrolls are my jam. I'm really good at those. But so the Temple of Tiamat is being unaddressed by the main forces. It is being addressed by us. Hopefully, if we have the resources to be able to do damage to the building.
Okay, and what about the Red Wizards?
The Red Wizards, as a wizard myself, I can tell you right now, none of you can defeat me except for another wizard, so the Arcane Brotherhood.
You just see one of the most muscular-looking paladins in the back of the corner just raise an eyebrow, and then just not... you see in the look on his face, it's not the time to argue that fact right now.
There's a time and a place for that, Ash.
But, so, the Arcane Brotherhood, that's a good choice. Alright, so, and, I take it you guys are going to try to retrieve the Mask of the Dragon Queen and end the ritual?
Yes.
Okay.
Apparently.
So, we do have, someone to reinforce your group. We know that, through the loss of some of your assets, such as Corbus, and the like, that your numbers...
Friends.
Yes. Friends.
Not assets. Friends.
No, that's what you said, friends.
Okay. You said assets.
Moving on. Tell us what's new.
Regardless. We have... we have someone to reinforce your group. We think that they'd be a great fit, and they've agreed to sign on to help you infiltrate this. As the doors open up, what do they see when you walk in?
I am Hal Revere, I say, and I am 6 foot tall, Aasimar Paladin, also with sorcerer capabilities, copper hair, I think platinum eyes, sort of normal Aasimar dude. And I come in and I say, I'm here to help you. I'm a shock troop from the Lord's Alliance, formerly with the Order of the Gauntlet, and the Morning Lord has sent me. I share your goals and will support your quest here.
Eugene looks
That is
incredibly like, oh.
That is excellent to hear.
You worship Pelor too?
I do. Absolutely. Yes. Pelor is sort of an overarching perspective of the god, but yes, absolutely.
Well, that's fantastic. Yeah, me too. Yeah, you see this like 19-year-old kid, like if you go into Tyranny of Dragons character introduction, he is the red-haired kid in the breastplate with the red gambeson. I don't know if you want to explain, or want us to explain what we look like.
So I want you guys to go through. We'll start with because you were geeking out, Eugene. Why don't you give a quick brief description of your character?
Yeah, so you see this about 5'6", rather athletically built little gentleman. He's got shaggy, orange hair with a little bit of like flecks of gold in it. He's carrying what looks like the hilt of a sword that's very dragon themed. Just a standard looking buckler shield. He's dressed in like this, nice looking chainmail armor, but it doesn't look like it was made for him. It sort of maybe looks like it's a little big in some places. And he's looking at you like you're just the most powerful thing in the entire universe, because like being a Knight of Pelor is his jam, and he wants so badly to be a paladin, but you can tell just from the air of this child that he is clearly not. And he's like, so you're gonna help us storm the keep and everything? It's gonna be really great. I think together we can do this. Unless Styx blows us up first.
Yes, I shall support you. You and I have much in common.
Yeah, we do. We totally do. Totally, for sure.
All right, who wants to go next?
Styx is gonna step forward and go. Just to clarify, I can both blow us up, and also we can succeed. Like that's gonna probably happen, honestly.
The latter rather than the former.
Styx, I have a question.
Yes, I have an answer.
And I'm gonna look back at Sullus, who technically is sort of here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna call him not Godric now?
Not Godric!
And then I'm gonna turn back and be quiet.
Anyways, I'm Styx Fireseeker, and what you see is a tabaxi with almost no fur. It's not that they're a hairless cat; it's that it's all been burned off. And what little tufts of fur like stick out in the areas that was like protected is red, orange, and yellow in color, as he has been only casting pyromancy his entire life. You can also see that he has a large spellbook on that kind of hangs off of his hip, and it appears to be entirely made of metal, so that it won't burn away or be damaged. Yeah, and if you've been around, you've probably also heard a lot that he's actually somewhat wanted in the town. They're just overlooking it right now. It's not that he's like murdering people. He's just experimental and likes to practice spells that aren't ready yet.
He forgot to carry the one in his spell and accidentally summoned the Dawn Titan in the Temple of Gond.
Yeah.
It was an unfortunate accident.
Well, Eugene and I are here to protect you.
Yeah, we are.
Glad to hear
yes.
it.
Yeah, most definitely.
However, listen,
I like this guy.
I'm gonna touch on this later, but in a bit I'm gonna be casting a spell, and if it ever looks like I'm going to die, I'm gonna need you all to take like a 20-foot step back. But we'll address that problem later.
Styx always try and stay at least 30 feet away from you anyway, so we're fine.
Smart choice.
Communication is the hallmark of every successful relationship. So just let us know.
Absolutely. Yes. Who wants to introduce next?
All right. How about Owen?
I'm Owen, and what you would see is to be called an absolute mess. No. Basically, he is wearing, I believe it's half plate. He has got, I think it's half plate. grass stuck in all the holes everywhere coming out. He's got daisies poked in everywhere throughout his armor. You may, during all of this, when we're all talking, you may have seen him just pull one out, dip it into something that looked like honey, and then just snacking on it as we're talking about where to send troops and stuff like that. Watching Styx do his thing. And you'd probably also see him kind of looking off, having a conversation with somebody that may or may not be there, and maybe having a conversation with something down his shirt, and then looking at Baxton to see what Baxton's going to do. Beyond that, he may be wearing what is very nicely referred to as the pot of deception, which basically looks like this, and it's a big pot that he has on his head that he does wear from time to time, which the DM is very nicely given a 1% chance to succeed.
By the way, no one in the room sees you when you put that on.
Are you serious? That's hilarious.
I rolled
completely
it just every time you
non-magical. That's funny. So completely non-magical item, but just it happened to work one time, and he put it on, and he assumed it was completely magical. So of course he had to buy other people them the same thing. Beyond that, you might see. That's really it. He's got platinum hair. He looks young, but you see that he might be older than what he really is, and his hair is just, even though it should be straight, it's just kind of like dark brown everywhere, messed up, and just he looks a little crazy. And I'll look at you and say, don't worry. All 12 of us are here to help you and protect you.
I gotcha. What race were you?
Oh, I'm human. I'm sorry.
Human. Okay, got it. No worries. Beautiful.
All right, the last. Actually, we still got two people. Willow.
Willow can go.
Okay. Willow smiles and waves and looks happy to see you. She is a small female gnome with blue and purple hair pulled up into a high ponytail. She is sitting on a very large mechanical dog, who she introduces as Bob. And she is wearing very bright clothing that can be reversed to be much more quiet clothing. But she's generally looks like she's got a very happy gaze, like the world's going to give her an important secret and she can't wait to learn it. And that's Willow. Oh, I should say she's an artificer.
Well, I appreciate the power of little people, and I try to feed the dog a gold coin. I'm assuming it eats. Beautiful. Excellent. That's for you, Bob.
And he wags his tail.
All right, last but certainly not least, Baxton.
So Baxton, you see, is a 5/5 Dragonborn, colored like orangish, reddish color. He is wearing half plate, and his most noticeable feature are the draconic, massive dragon wings on his back that he has. He carries a shield that has minor magic to it, and a weird stick with a loop on it that has the symbol of your god on it. But emblazoned on his chest is an eye on fire, which is definitely not your god.
Pulling out Eugene's holy symbol for this garbage. This is gonna be fantastic.
So, like, the loop on a stick, he just kind of has it aside, and he's like looking at it because he just got it like it's a new toy, and he wants to like play with it because he's yet to use it. He keeps looking over at Owen because he's not good in social situations, and Owen is better at social situations. So Owen is talking, and he's kind of like, yeah, that sounds good. And then Styx starts talking, and he starts talking about Asmodeus, and he goes, that's not good.
Yeah, I think the least we can do with devils, the best.
I should point out, Styx does at all times have a statue on him that has the symbol of Asmodeus on its forehead.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's openly displayed on his hip.
Fine.
You can have all the fancy rocks you want, as long as he doesn't show up.
Yeah.
He is a paladin, so he looks at you and goes, "Do you hit things hard?"
I smite. I smite.
Good.
Mhm.
You'll fit in.
Beautiful. And I appreciate the schizophrenia this must create to fight dragons being dragonborn, and also have such schizophrenic holy symbols. We'll have to talk about that at some point in the future.
Yes.
Is he talking about you?
As the one
No.
character is
Talking about
legitimately.
Me?
Schizophrenia could be an asset.
So with that, the council looks to you. They're like, "So, please, we know that the Well of Dragons is many hundred miles away. We will start gathering forces and put them on the march as soon as we can. If you would like to go there first and start to scout out the area, a stealthy approach might be the best way. Maybe see what entrances might be usable from a distance." And
in all fairness, you do know who they are, right? Like, stealthy isn't going to happen.
I am not stealth.
Well,
I was going to reach out to my best friend. If you don't know who my best friend is, that's Bahamut. We're best friends. And I was going to reach out to him and see if he had some guidance on some things. So I can get back to you in about 15 minutes.
okay. Whenever you leave, that is your decision. As you hear the drac horn sort of blows and like completely drowns out all the talk in the room.
I'm going to shove that horn up Tiamat's ass.
After a minute, things calm down. Everyone can hear each other again, and they're like I said, you can leave at any time that you'd like. There is no immediate rush. As they're visibly rubbing their ears from the horn that summons all of the evil metallic chromatic dragons in the land. You are the Inquisition. We have entrusted our fate to you.
Horrible decision, really, but I appreciate it.
Then I have to go with the fire cat on this one.
Listen, all 13 of us will be able to help you out, and it's going to work out. Plus, we also have my best friend. This is going to be okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, it'll totally be fine.
All right.
Assuredly.
So you guys head out of the city.
You have to count how many there was.
No, he knows it by this point.
We're not going out of the city yet.
Oh, you're not? Oh, yeah, you're good. 15 minutes. Yes, sorry.
Yes.
I also need time to cast a spell.
Okay.
He needs to cast a spell, and I wanted to make sure before we leave, we have about 10,000 gold. Does anybody need health potions, resistance potions, anything you can think of? You have 10,000 gold.
Scroll of Earthquake.
Scroll of Earthquake would definitely be one, so I don't have to blow an 8th level.
That's gonna be a really expensive scroll. Like really expensive scroll.
So a lot of health potions.
Worth it.
Like the power ones too.
So I'm
what
just
level
putting
scroll
that out
is
there
that?
for everyone.
That's an 8th level scroll.
It's an 8th level. That would actually help, so I don't have to blow my 8 if we hit 15. Anyways, as soon as we get outside, I'm just gonna sit down, and in front of Hal, all of a sudden you're gonna see me sit down, and I will start pulling out some incense. But then all of a sudden you see me reach into a jacket inside my jacket that's around my armor, and you see me pull out a bat, and then I pull in the other side, and I pull out a bat, and then I pull in the other side, and I pull out a bat, and then the other side I pull out a bat, and so I got 4 bats in front of me, and my incense, and everything's going on, and I will cast Commune at this point.
To clarify, for those who don't know, by bat he means the animal.
Yes, by bat I do mean yes, not.
Yeah, no, that's my Louisville Slugger right there.
Yeah, sorry. I guess I should have. Yeah, I guess I should clarify that. And yes, I will cast Commune. Which.
All right.
Oh,
so, in order to get that scroll, the scroll of that level, because of the Year of the Inquisition, someone is willing to sell it to you at the at the lowest point at 10,000.
So all
it's
gold,
definitely worth a lot more than that, but because you guys are trying to...
We have 40?
We have 50,000 total. Right,
okay.
So we can do 10. The reason why I said that, because I can't remember what the cost is for the extra person that we might bring to help. I don't remember what and how long we need them for. So,
yeah,
that's the reason why.
Potions of greater healing.
Yeah.
Well, Styx, if you got the scroll, couldn't you just like make more?
It is not a wizard spell. However, if given time, I could learn to do that with pyromancy.
Well,
and the scroll would help with that.
Time is not something we really have, right?
Right, but if we purchase a scroll, one way or another, the scroll can be used. If I can't make a pyromancy version of this, Owen can still use the scroll. But
I could.
Or you could.
Can you cast 8th level?
Do I have to be able to cast 8th level to use the scroll?
No, but it increases. I think it doesn't. It increases. I'm sorry, this is completely out of character. Does it increase the difficulty if?
I forget.
Depending on what level you can cast to that.
I play too many different tabletops, so it all bleeds together sometimes.
This is more of a DM question. Does that increase it?
I am quickly doing Google Foo real quick to just.
So if it does, I would be going from a 7 to an 8. I don't know, where does your spellcasting top off at?
3rd level.
Owen will be able to use the scroll for sure.
Yes.
For sure, Owen can.
But if worst case scenario, if for some reason I can't.
So it has to be in your spell list that's possible.
Okay.
So
so as long as it's in our spell list, it doesn't matter what level we can cast it at?
So if the spell is a higher level than you can normally cast, you must make an ability check using your spellcasting ability modifier to determine whether you can cast it successfully. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a failed check, the spell disappears from the scroll with no effect. However, there are scroll mishaps as well.
Okay. I think it's worth the investment of 10,000 gold.
Yeah, totally.
That's 10,000 gold for a pretty decent chance of hacking up that building.
Yep.
No,
I
I'm
agree
for
100%. Yeah.
Okay. Owen, if you want, or the scroll's gonna be passed to you, because you can probably almost guaranteed use it.
Okay.
It is a cleric druid sorcerer spell, so it is also on your spell list, Eugene.
Yes.
So in a pinch, Eugene can also do it. It's just that Eugene, it is a concentration spell. Normally, you've got
lots of concentration.
Well, this would be something. The only reason why I suggested me using it is if for some reason we are 8th level walking into it. The only reason why I suggested it, or I'm sorry, 15, is because then I can use an actual slot for something else that'll be very beneficial for us.
I big agree on having a scroll just for that.
Yes. So I will deduct 10,000. So we are at 40,000. 41,565 gold.
Okay. And then 6 is going to look to the new paladin and go, I'm sorry, did you need anything, by the way? As you're hearing, we've got a bit of a setup here. And we've got some gold to spend, if you need it.
I heard someone say we should get more healing potions. I think that's always a good idea.
Absolutely a good idea, yes. Do we want to just go buy an apothecary out of all their potions, or?
I mean, healing potions, or I mean, what about like resistance to anything? Is there anything that we really? I will have Hero's Feast. I guess we're gonna have this conversation before I start casting Commune. I do have stuff for Hero's Feast, which will give us will be resistance to fear, and we'll have the ability to resist the mind things, but we have advantage on wisdom saves, and then some extra hit points.
By the way, the potions for you are worth the standard potion of healing is 40 gold.
Okay.
And a greater is 300.
Okay. I think grabbing a few of the graders would be a really good idea. Also, potions of fire resist. as I do believe we will probably be running into a lot of fire damage, not just because of myself. And besides, fire resist won't help you with me. I'll just burn right through that. My fire's too hot. But going against the little dragon queen, I'm going to expect a lot of her followers to be doing a lot of fire.
Oh, we have immunity to poison too, I think.
Yes, from Hero's Feast.
Yes.
Is there not a potion of elemental resistance?
No, they're broken up into the different elements.
You get to pick one.
Yeah.
So you can't just mix all the Gatorades?
Well, you can, but there are oopsies that happen with that.
Eugene, that's called mixing magics. Usually a bad idea to be mixing magics directly into your digestive tract.
As your wild magic tingles, Eugene.
I don't like that. So forget I asked. Speaking of, I just got a weird tingle down my spine. Are we still gonna do stuff about that, or like, am I pushing that?
I did actually want to address that here in a bit. I know Owen wanted to do something. I have to cast a spell, and then if we have time while we're traveling, I'll use my legend lore and figure out if we can figure out more about what's going on with you and your weird body.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
So, next, so Owen, what would you like to do?
So I was casting Commune. So me and Alfred, Larry, Alice, and Betty, and Nibbles, Trevi, casting Commune. And once that's established.
And this is the second time in a day that you've cast this.
Because
you cast it.
Is it?
You cast it before you were brought to the meeting yesterday.
We could always cast on the way there.
So I have a 25% chance that they are not gonna know. Like, it's got to be before I leave.
Okay.
All right. So I'll roll the d4. Pick a 1 through 4.
Oh, I was just gonna roll the percentile and hope for under 75.
I mean, you can do that too. I know people don't get to roll percentiles very often, so it's exciting when you get to use them.
Oh yeah.
Oh god. Wait. Do you want over? No. Since it's 25%, it doesn't succeed. So anything between 1 through 75 is fine.
Yep. That works for me.
Okay. So I get a 40.
All right. So it works.
Right, because 40 and a 0.
Yep.
Okay.
You feel. So you cast it. You hear the squeaks of your bats. Your eyes roll back in your head as you feel that connection with your deity.
It's really weird.
You feel the glare of a grumpy old man upon you, as this is the third time in a day that he's been contacted by you.
Yeah, it is.
So neat.
So, I did want to say thank you very much for helping Eugene out with that sword earlier. I know he really appreciates it. But just a question. Is there something else that I can do while I'm here to help in a better way?
Unclear.
Okay. Is there a place where I can find out if I could?
Unclear.
Am I just asking the wrong questions?
Unclear.
Unclear.
Oh my god.
I'm not counting that one against you.
Okay.
I just couldn't resist.
God is a smart aleck.
Well, all of my questions are between me and him, so nobody else can hear me.
No. I know I can't hear you. That's Ree saying that.
Yeah.
Oh no, that was me to myself. I wasn't. So.
I could go feed the animals and be right back.
Is there a way that I can help more like Baxon?
Yes.
Oh.
And that's your third question.
Don't I get 5? Oh no, that's. Oh yeah, no, I only get 3. Okay.
Okay.
But as your eyes roll down, you see a little golden lily at your feet, radiating with a divine spark.
Do you mean Daisy?
Daisy, yes.
Okay. I know, I get the flowers confused all the time. I'm gathering everything up and I'm tucking them away really quick and looking at everybody. I'll be back, and I am going to just almost Roadrunner style, like you see the feet start spinning, and I am going to jet my. Because I there's only one place I know that I can go for an answer on this, and I'm going to go to the temple and see if they can answer or give me an answer on something or what I'm supposed to do. And that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Styx.
Okay. So Styx, doesn't even leave the full area of the building we were just in. Literally, he just goes outside the building and immediately starts unpacking his stuff and laying
in the crowded
out for
city of Waterdeep. The guards start looking on you nervously.
They're about to get real nervous. He takes a statue of himself covered in gemstones and puts it down on top of his book. He then takes a bag of sulfur and makes a ring of sulfur around that.
Okay.
And using just a bonus action, he just grabs at the air and a quill made of fire just kind of manifests as per the scribe's
Yep.
a quill thing, and he starts writing inside of these circles in a ink that looks almost fiery in nature. Like it's the transition of colors is red, orange, and yellow. Everything just very on brand for Styx. And then he creates a very intricate looking thing, like at least of 7th tier spell. And takes a deep breath and goes, okay, got this. It's going to work. I've got this.
Eugene has hidden behind a rock or something.
And Styx is going to cast Styx Fire Seekers when all else fails.
Hey, Jask,
yeah.
quick before you do it, do you have to make a save or is anything?
Nope.
Jask, he still has Death Ward on him.
Yep.
He's still. Yep. So you do, and I think you do too as well, Eugene. Just FYI.
So you don't have a saving. I can't help you with this, basically.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
It's essentially when we last got our level up, it was one of the spells I took because he was already researching it.
Well, I was just asking because I wanted to throw you that +5 if I could, because Styx is my boy.
So he casts when all else fails. I'm going to go ahead and read off the spell really quick. It's a 7th level evocation. It takes 10 minutes to cast. Range is self. Components is verbal, somatic material. The material is a statuette of oneself made of brimstone and decorated in gemstones worth at least 1,500 gold. The duration is until activated or dispelled. And the description is, pulling from the deep pyromancy of the plane of fire, you suffuse your body with unstable pyromantic energy, stabilized by the circulation of your blood flow. As part of this spell, the caster cannot regain the spell slot until it is used or dispelled. So his 7th level spell slot is gone until the spell is gone. If you reach the dead condition, the energy destabilizes and erupts from your body in a 20-foot radius centered on you. Your body and any non-magical equipment you are carrying is reduced to ash that is spread to the winds with the explosion, requiring a wish spell to be restored to life. Any creature caught in the radius must make a dexterity saving throw, taking 14d12 plus 20 fire damage and 14d12 plus 20 force damage on a failure, or half as much on a success. Any creature that failed the saving throw are also ignited from the aggressive flames, taking 3d6 fire damage until put out with a dexterity saving throw versus your spell save DC, or doused in sufficient water. Overpower, for every spell slot above 7th level you cast the spell, it increases by 3d12 plus 10 for both respective damage types.
But you can do it once.
Yes, you can do it once. And upon casting the spell, I am, for once, Dix is taking the fire damage away. As I am a Scribe's Wizard, I can trade out the damage type. It is only going to be doing force damage. And he's only doing this because we're going to be going against Tiamat, and there's no way Tiamat's not immune to fire.
You just turned yourself into a Staff of the Magi, homie.
There's a reason why it's called When All Else Fails. Because when all else fails, take them with you.
That's very on par with this party's track record at this point.
Yeah.
He did say that he would burn the forest down to get the bunny.
Yep. It's
now he's just gonna blow it up like a...
Now I'm the forest.
Now I'm the forest!
Damn you, Blue Jays!
We have come full circle.
Yep.
Okay. So, anyone else have anything that they'd like to be doing?
Nothing like that.
I mean...
I'm gonna ritually cast Find Steed and get Esther back. So I have my donkey.
Oh, it's a horse.
I forgot that you had your donkey all those months ago.
We have a bad track record of pets.
Yeah, so you summon your donkey, and it just looks at you. With the most amount of venom a donkey could.
That's a lot of venom. I have seen some angry donkeys.
Donkey venom!
I just look at him and go, bro, I've died like 3 times.
That's what I'm naming my hot sauce. When I make my hot sauce, that's what I'm naming my hot sauce. That's beautiful.
Donkey venom.
Donkey venom. I'm gonna make $1 million.
So, as the dog, you just look at him. I died. Hee-haw!
Hee-haw back.
Hee-haw.
As you remember finally back that you left him months ago on the side of a mountain.
Oh, it's too warm for the hat.
But
I left him on the side of a mountain like several months ago.
As you
He had
just...
plenty of time to get over it.
Yeah, but donkeys are stubborn.
Yeah, no, he's not gonna get over it.
He's not real. I can make him go away with the wave of my hand.
As the donkey just hee-haws again, and you get the communication because you can understand your familiar or your fine steed.
Fuck you.
I'll go with you.
Angry.
I'll go with you, but I'm not gonna like it.
Good. Someone else is gonna be riding you. I fly now.
Hee-haw. Begrudging.
Begrudging hee-haw. Yeah. It's like, did you at least bring me food?
I point to the ground.
It angrily kicks a barrel that's right there.
There's like a daisy or something underneath of it. Here, eat that.
Hee-haw, and it takes the daisy off the ground.
Owen, can I have some of your grass?
I'm not there. I'm already gone.
Yeah, he left.
All right.
Alright, let's go get some feed.
Willow, anything for you?
Just that she's rebuilt Birdie Bird.
Okay.
We do also still need to buy our potions.
Yes.
How many of those potions did we want to grab? Did we want to just...
Whatever
I was
they've
gonna
got.
say, are there potions of strength? Big boy protein shoes. Can I get some muscle milk up in here, please? Thank you. I want to be yoked.
There is potions of giant strength. You have to... So, the potion of giant strength, they come with different types.
What is the best one?
We can't afford it.
What is the best one we can afford?
There we go.
It's not gonna...
Because I want one of those, so if I have to go Styx level over here, I need some help.
It's not showing those potions existing on this site.
Pataya.
I've got you. Hold on.
I'm gonna like a price. I know what the spell is. I'm just trying, or the potion is. They're gonna say a potion of Storm Giant is gonna cost you about 3,000 gold.
And what does that make my strength,
Uh,
sir?
Storm Giant, I believe it's the same as the belt, so 29.
Okay,
It lasts a minute,
I would like that.
and you have to eat the toenail that's in it
I'll
in
eat
order
it.
for it
I'll
to
eat
work.
the worm. I'll eat the worm.
The-
I outdrank a dwarf. I'll eat the worm.
The alchemist looks at you and he's like, I am not bodily responsible for what happens to you as you pass the toenail.
Listen, man,
But-
we're about to fight a giant evil dragon. I'm okay with it.
Like he
I
makes
am fine.
he makes you sign a waiver before you can buy this potion.
Yeah, okay,
like
I'll
waiving
eat
all
the hot
liability.
sauce. It's fine. Eugene Smithson, right there.
All right,
Cursive.
so he sells you for 3,000 gold that potion.
Good. Take it. I'll quaff my blue Gatorade. Thank you.
As you're walking out, he's like, just so you know, the sudden, as he looks at the width of your arms, the sudden transformation from that to what the potion will make you might be disruptive.
It's magic armor. It'll go. It'll do.
Okay, just letting
It'll
you know.
do, sir. It'll do.
Had a fellow with purple
Right.
pants and turned green and large when he drank one of those. But, so, Owen, back to you real quick. You're back in the temple. Owen, back in the temple.
Just realized that I was muted. I'm so sorry. Because I was talking and then you asked again. I will walk in and I'm holding this daisy and I'm going to look around for the first person that I think is important and I'm going to make a beeline to them, grab them and say, my best friend, Bahamut sent me this. What does it mean? Like with a very I don't understand. And that's basically kind of like what I would do.
As they see that, you see their eyes go wide. As they look at you like, are you certain?
Yes, I asked to help, that other people would help. Well,
Make your peace with your friends. And return to us. This might not be something that you might survive. But you have been chosen.
Dun, dun, dun.
he's got a very confused look in his face, but
As you're almost pretty sure you see Trevi sitting on the back of one of the pews in the church looking at you, swinging her little goblin feet back and forth, nodding.
nodding like, yes, do it.
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to turn right back around, and I am going to go sprinting right back at my allies, the complete other direction, and just running right back. I'm so glad that I'm young now and not super old, because man, I'd be out of breath and almost die of a heart attack right now. Yeah.
Looking up from the spell he just cast. Oh, hi, Owen. I'm a bomb.
That makes two of us. Wait, I don't know that yet.
But that's cool.
Found
Wait.
faster.
Wait,
As
but a bomb-
Baxton comes walking up with a very unhappy donkey.
Found
What?
faster.
I was gone for a couple of minutes. You're a bomb. This is a donkey, and I might die.
We were unsupervised. Oh, why might you die?
So,
Why?
I'm just here to say, I gotta go do a thing at the Temple of Bahamut.
Okay.
And I'm gonna show them the golden daisy.
Yeah.
Just like, oh. I don't know what it means.
Oh, you must have been playing it.
But they just said that I could die.
Oh, well, simply don't.
Yeah, don't do that.
I don't. Unfortunately, I put death word on you. I put death word on you. I put death word on you. And, well, because
Hey,
now you guys won't die.
Can I offer something? If you die, how about I hold the bats until you get back? Specifically Nibbles.
Specifically Nibbles.
Well, if you take one, you have to take all of them. And I don't.
Take them all.
All right. I don't know if Nibbles would go. That's a really good question.
I'm gonna find out.
Yeah. So I'll take Alfred out first, and I'll just say he's really good with survival, and I'll open up Maxon's jacket and I'll tuck Alfred in, and then I'll pull out Larry underneath him, and I'll say he's really good with perception, and I'll tuck him underneath, basically the same spots that I would have him, you have him, and then I'll take Alice. She's really good with medicine. I'll tuck her in, and then I'll take out Betty, and Betty's really good with insight. If you don't trust somebody, it's Betty. Got to go to her. And I'll tuck her into his jacket, and then I'll reach in to grab Nibbles.
Nibbles, as of right now, won't leave your side.
Okay.
I have -1 in 2 of those stats you said.
Well, they're just gonna trust me. They'll help you. So it looks like Nibbles he can't go. But if you can watch those, that'd be great. I would appreciate that.
I will watch these. I will watch these.
Okay, that makes me feel
How
better.
about you don't die?
I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't even know what's going on, to be honest. I just asked to, help like you would help, and he said okay and handed me this.
Yeah, and my chaotic evil deity is probably banned within 10 feet of 100 feet of people.
Why did they tell you would die? Did they tell you anything specific?
They just said that I was chosen. Are you sure? And Trevi said yes. She gave me a nod. So she's my best friend. She knows.
But they asked you if you were sure.
Yeah, of course I'm
You
sure.
could have said no.
Well, I could have said no, but I mean, she said it was a good idea, and I trust her. And here's the thing: like, if I can help, like Baxton helps, then yeah, I want to be like that. I want to do things like that.
I don't understand what you mean by that, but
to be honest, I don't even understand, because that was just a question that I asked Bahamut.
But if you don't understand, then how do you know that you're not gonna turn into some sort of giant dragon thing or something? Like, will you even be you anymore? Will it even happen? I'm just saying.
I don't
maybe
think I'm turning
about it a little bit.
No, I don't think it's. Wait. No, they're not doing that.
Well, but you can already do that dragon thing, right? You can already make your.
I got
do the wings.
Oh yeah, but that's like for 6 seconds.
Well, yeah, but what if this is the continuation of that? Like, what if do you want to be a dragon, Owen? Because if you want to be a dragon, that's fine. But
okay, no, hold on, Eugene. I want you to think about that question. I want you to think. Like, if you ask the average person, do you want to be a dragon? The answer is yes.
No.
And then you take Owen.
I don't want to be a dragon.
I said the average person, Eugene. The average person.
Well, yeah,
We're not even sure you're a person.
But to be honest, the only thing that I asked, I just wanted to help like Baxton helps. That's all I asked.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they could just be making me super buff, and I like what I was before, and I'll look over at the gauntlets that I used to have, and then I'll look back at my little noodle arms now, and I'll look back at the gauntlets, my noodle arms, see? And then I'll look at Baxton's really big arms.
I think it's an excellent idea. I think However, the longer we wait for you to do this, because I'm assuming this probably, if it's something that you might die from, it's something that's probably going to take a bit.
I don't know.
We need to get moving, so...
Do you want to come with me?
Me?
Or do you want to come with me? I'm going to look at Baxton and Sticks to see if they want to come with me.
I mean, I'll probably go, but I'm pretty sure Bahamut hates me. So.
No. You're my friend. It's okay.
He and I have artistic differences, but I will go.
We have religious views.
True, but he's kind of forgiving on that. You like to kill evil people, so he's okay with that.
True.
And he's forgiven when it needs to be.
I do prefer to kill evil people.
All right. And honestly, if Solus was here, I would actually bring her with, but she's not here. So I will take those two back with me to the temple.
Okay. As you get back to the temple. They look at you, and they look to your friends. This is not a journey that you can make with them. This is a journey that you must make on your own.
Okay. So, look, so Styx can tell you that we have to do this whole, 700-mile walk thing soon, because we have to go, basically, attack a temple, and then kill a bunch of evil dragons, including, the evilest dragon of all. Do you know the time?
If Bahamut wills it, it will be.
I'll just kind of look at.
Oh, and at worst, you have somebody teleport you to us.
Oh.
We're just going to scout anyways. So you do what you need to do.
Okay.
And don't die.
Or, we're not your dad, so
No, don't die.
We're not your parents. We can't tell you.
This isn't a no, we're not. Yes,
don't
we
listen
can
to
tell
him.
him.
He's not in charge of you. He's not your real boss.
So, am I allowed to take? Do I need to What do I need to do with?
They take you into a deep chamber in the temple. A place that you haven't been to. That it's even hidden behind hidden doors, hidden passageways. And eventually you find yourself in a sanctum of Bahamut. But this sanctum, you see a singular black ring, also adorning tapestries. You can roll me a religion check here.
Religion's the one thing I'm bad on.
The Bahamut's your best friend. You got this, dude.
That's really funny. I rolled a 10, which isn't horrible, except for religion, I only have a +1. Because I'm not super smart. So I have an 11.
Yours?
Yeah, clerics aren't good at religion. That's the biggest joke of D&D.
My religion skill is a +8.
Yeah, Eugene's is a +8, 8-2, I think.
So you roll that with advantage because you have been into the draconic religion for a while.
Explains why 6 knows so much about the hells.
It's still an 11.
Okay.
Because I rolled a 6. Sorry. I'm literally just trusting this because between Trevi and Bahamut, I'm assuming this is the okay thing to do.
So, you don't recognize the other symbology here. As the priest looks at you, the Dragonborn nods. Good luck. Disrobe and stand in the middle of the room.
Like everything?
About to get freaky.
They turn around and leave.
Okay. So I'll take off the armor and I'll set that. Is it in the room or am I setting it outside the room?
You can set it. You set it in the room, yeah.
Okay, so I'll set that in the room, and I'll make sure nobody's looking, and I'll.
Okay. And
I haven't been naked except in the woods in a long time, so it's a little weird now that I'm talking with other people, so I'm not so sure about that. Question.
Yes.
Does Nibbles move with the clothing as I'm taking
Nibbles is
everything
now
off?
on top of your head.
Hey, buddy. All right.
As you sit there, Nibbles looks down at you one last time, cocking his head. As all of the symbols of the black orb pulse, and a black beam comes from the wall, or comes from the symbols. So you have about 6 beams of pure black energy wash over you. It is the most glorious agony that you've ever felt. As you feel everything that is you, everything that is Owen, wash away. You look down as you see your fingers starting to disappear into a black, almost dust-like material all around you. Your body starts to change into dust and nothingness as the black beams start to disintegrate you and wash away who you are. After a while, a large golden egg appears in the place that you were. And we'll get back to what this means later.
Oh my god, I was kind of right.
By the way, I knew you said you had to get out of here about 8:15. You said, so this is my way of giving you a story excuse to. But we will see next week what happens with Owen.
Good boy.
I will see you guys.
Dragon tail.
Oh, jeez. All right.
It's time for dragon tail.
Let me. I will stay on for like next 10 minutes so I can deduct funds from the our loot or our party gold rather.
Yeah.
So it was 3,000 the other one, right?
Yeah. The 3,000 was for Eugene's, right?
Okay. Yep. So we're at 38,565 currently.
Okay. How much were potions of supreme healing?
Potions of supreme. 2,000.
We could get 19 potions of supreme healing.
What?
And-
Just leave it. That'll leave us with 10,000. Well, my question: Does our new party member, does he need anything at all? I mean, armor resistance, anything magically related for equipment wise.
Yeah, I only had like 5,000 to buy stuff, so yes, armor of resistance would be great. Do you guys? So I can do fire resistance with a sorcery point. Yep.
Don't we have a? Do we have an extra armor of resistance?
You guys-
Don't we have
Yeah,
one in
I
the
didn't.
bag?
I didn't take my resistance armor, so we should have one. Yeah.
Yeah, we have an extra armor of resistance. Yeah.
Awesome.
Someone's got that in a bag of holding, but I didn't keep track of that.
It should be lightning?
I do believe it was the lightning one.
Question mark?
Yeah, because you guys kept making all the Power Ranger jokes about that.
Yes. So yeah, we do have that. I don't think we picked the armor type, so we could just.
It would have been whatever, because if it was Eugene, it was one he would have determined it at the time.
Oh yeah. So you would have been able to
Yeah.
take big armor.
As much as I love Power Rangers IRL, I like being not critable. So yeah. I think it was lightning.
Okay.
So if you want to just hand wave that and say it's lightning, Ken. then-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Works for me.
You got the blue. You got the Blue Ranger armor. You can be
Excellent.
Billy.
And what type of armor was it, Eugene?
It would have been plate because Eugene would have wanted plate.
Excellent. Yeah, that's what I try to use too. So perfect. Thank you so much.
No problem, man.
Was there anything else you needed? Because I really think, as a player, I know that the Tiamat fight at our current state is a death sentence.
Right.
So I think getting literally like we're gonna spend what we need on items and such, and then all potions of supreme healing.
Yes, and I have 9 potions of greater healing
And,
that
and
I've had for a while.
And for you, Hell Revere, I have a house rule here where you can use a potion as an action instead of a bonus action, or vice versa. If you use a potion as a full action, you gain the full healing of that potion. If you use it as a bonus action, you roll as normal.
Yes.
That way it keeps combat flowing a bit better, action economy is more useful, and it's that higher risk, higher reward. Do you use your action to heal up fully, or do you roll the dice?
Perfect. Thank you.
So,
And then 6, that math is basically all the way up to leave 10,000, right? Is what you're doing.
I had forgotten about the 10,000, so I have taken that now. We'll have 14 potions of supreme healing, with your 10,000 set aside for your thing.
Yes.
Does that sound good for everyone?
Let's do.
Okay. Cool.
Sounds good to me as the DM.
So what does that take us down to? Because we have technically we have minus the 10,000 from that I would need is 28,565.
That leaves us with 565.
565.
Yes.
So we have So
Oh, and I still have a longbow +1 in my bag.
Oh.
Can anybody use that?
I don't think. I mean, I think yes, but it would be way more efficient for me to do almost anything else.
Right.
Yeah, is there anybody here that though could use ranged? I know Eugene's got 1, but
I've got Eldritch Blast and Firebolt. I'm good.
Okay. What about Baxon or Hal?
I go to the enemy.
Yeah, and I have sorcery.
There.
I could do fireball.
Willow tends to throw her hand axe.
Okay. Well then maybe just wait, can Solus use bows?
Yes.
She can, but I don't think I've ever seen her use a ranged weapon that wasn't shatter.
But maybe give it to her just in case. Like one of those things where
Yeah.
Do we still have any of those dragon slaying arrows left over?
Yes, we do.
So maybe give her the dragon slaying arrows.
I guess.
I know that's a big thing, but
I love animating the quiver to stab the dragon to death with the arrows. It's so fun. I've done it twice now.
Worst case would be just snatch it off her back and run with it.
Okay.
So, but maybe that might be a good solution to that problem, and give her that.
Okay. So, with that, what do the rest of you do?
Well,
The shopping is done.
I assume that at the Temple of Bahamut with Styx and Baxon waiting outside, they tell us that.
Yeah, they tell you that he is not going to be returning.
Okay.
And if he they tell you if Bahamut wills it, he will rejoin you.
Okay, that's good enough for me. Let's go.
Onward.
But isn't that bad?
Well, why would it be bad?
Because don't we need him?
Yeah, which is why we're going to be getting him back. Bahamut's going to will it. No, like they keep saying if Bahamut wills it. Bahamut literally walked into the building to hand you a sword. Bahamut's already willed it. We're just waiting on the answer.
So
We're literally just waiting for the yes.
Look, Styx, look, it's been a day, okay? It's been a day. I'm just not ruling out the maybe obvious, okay? Where he could be a dragon egg in some sort of sanctum now, for all we know. Okay? Okay, Sticks?
Yeah, but in the end, he's gonna hatch from the dragon egg and come help us anyways. Because again, they keep saying if Bahamut wills it, he'll rejoin us. Bahamut, upon being asked, walked through the front door and handed you a sword, and then left.
So a little bit of context for you, Bob. They used divine intervention. He got it correct, and he asked literally Bahamut for a sword for one of his allies. Mm-hmm. And so old man Bahamut came in human form, handed this man a sword, and then just left. Earlier this day.
He's already willed it.
Well, technically, he kicked in the door and then gave it to him.
He's already willed it. It's already happened. The answer is already given to us. We're just waiting for the actual answer to hit us. I'm not worried about it. We're fine. Let's get going.
I really hope you're correct.
I am. I always am.
Okay.
Except for when I'm not.
Ken, I have a question though.
Yes.
I'm looking for it here. Wait, is that the one I'm looking for? No, it being a special quiver wouldn't make a difference, right, Jask?
In fact, actually, if it was a special quiver, like magical quiver, it would make a massive difference in that I wouldn't be able to animate it.
Oh.
It's why I animate the quiver and not the arrows.
Mm-hmm.
I can't cast animate objects on magical objects.
Okay.
Hence me getting around it with the quiver.
Alright, so I think that's it.
Yeah, I think we're pretty much set to get moving. We're down to only, a peasant's couple hundred years of income. So, like, we're broke. We're broke.
For adventurers, we're broke.
Yeah, for adventurers, we're broke. You ever thought about the fact that we're definitely getting upcharged, right? Like
crazy.
everywhere we go, we get upcharged. I bet you if we were to put on peasant clothes and stop looking like adventurers, we would pay like copper pieces for the things we pay gold pieces for. Anyway,
well, yeah, but that would be dishonest, though.
It would be dishonest. You are very correct, Eugene. Very stout of you. Let's get moving.
Also, we overpay for everything. Like, willingly, too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like willingly, yeah, absolutely. Remember the one time that when I first showed up and I dropped like 300 gold on a meal?
Yeah. Also, like, yeah.
Yeah.
As the donkey starts hee-hawing and, like, let's get going.
Quiet, Fester. Let's move.
Silence, Fester.
Silence, boy.
So you guys make your way out of the city. Salas keeps looking back towards the city, like looking for Owen.
No, Salas would have made a big thing about this.
Like consistently looking back, like,
yeah,
is he coming back? Please.
No, we don't.
Eventually, yes.
Yeah.
In time. Literally, we just need to wait.
So you guys end up passing quite a bit of time on the road. And as you make your way, you hear a roar.
Okay.
And this is a interesting roar, as it's definitely draconic.
I'm gonna have to find it. It's illegal to roar here. This is a no roaring zone.
Here we go again.
You guys are probably about like 20 miles out of Waterdeep.
Is it a dragon?
Oh, great.
Floorboards again?
Great.
No, this is just a dragon coming to attack you.
Am I gonna have to end its bloodline?
Probably. As this will be initiative as you see a large,
Okay.
let's say black
Okie
dragon coming down.
I will say, my one regret with casting the When All Else Fails spell is I never got the chance to use Power Word Pain on someone, and see the look on people's faces when Styx just points at somebody and goes, boil.
Hey, thank you, Blue Greek, for the follow. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's my boy Blue. Yay! He's here.
All right.
Boy Blue.
Yeah.
Is it not letting me... Oh, add the monsters? Okay, there we go.
All right, so initiative, y'all.
Yeah, so you see a large black dragon coming from the sky. The difficulty rating that D&D Beyond has assigned this to you guys is funny. Willow, what is your initiative?
14.
14 Sticks.
I did roll it on D&D Beyond. Are you able to pick that up?
It picks it up every now and again. I don't know if they
Okay.
do
I was
it
just
every
asking
time.
because I'm trying to just roll initiative on D&D Beyond because I know you've been able to get it in the past.
Yeah, I think it's because it's new. It still has some hiccups with it.
Got it.
Someday I'll get over my D&D Beyond allergy. Today's not that
Well,
day.
I don't use it for anything but initiative.
Yeah, you're very valid.
Sticks.
I don't even make my character sheets on it.
It's pretty good.
That
I
is
just wish I had
a
all the books.
21 total.
21. Yeah, if it wasn't for my insistence that you at least have your character name in there for trackers. Baxton.
13.
13. Owen. Wait, he's not here. Eugene.
It's a big 7, Dad.
Daddy kitty.
Please stop.
You're valid.
Hal Revere. Initiative.
I rolled an 11.
11. All right. As this large black dragon comes down from on high, you hear the roar as you see the acid bubbling at its maw. It's currently about 40 feet in the air above you guys, dropping down quickly. Styx, you were the first to respond.
Okay, I need to make me a strength saving throw.
That gets a 13.
Okay, that is a fail.
It is going to choose to succeed.
Okay.
As is it the tendril one that comes up and yoinks it to the ground? Okay.
Yep. I will rob you of your flight, you flighty bastard.
All right. Anything else there, Styx?
Let me double check. I think summoning up my spellbooks thing is a bonus action. Let me just double check that for you. As a bonus action, yeah. So Styx is going to do the thing where he just puts his hand on top of his metal spellbook and pulls at it, and you watch as he pulls like fiery script out of the book, and he's going to toss it 30 feet towards the dragon, and there's just a bunch of text on fire just scrolling down in front of the dragon now.
Okay.
And
It's like I'm watching Star Wars.
All right. So this dragon roars out, "You are the ones who were in my swamp. You trespassers!"
Okay, Shrek, calm down.
As there's 6 of you right now. That's a 6. So unfortunately, 1, 2. Actually, there's 5 of you right now. So
I forgot to move.
seeing you do that, cast that spell 6, it's gonna look down at you. You see the acid bubbling at its maw.
Don't you do it?
Blasts its acid breath at you.
I'll hunt your bloodline. You wouldn't even be the first.
I need a dexterity saving throw. As you taunt the black dragon again. Yes, this is a line, and it's above you, so it can only get at the angle one person.
Okay.
This is a waterfall of acid.
Just head you in particular.
Yes.
Valid. Honestly valid. I don't blame it. That's a 20 total.
So you make it, so you'll take half damage here as you dive out of the way.
I'm also
You're also
going
what?
to cast Absorb Elements.
Okay.
So I'm going to take half of half.
So you'll take half of 50 points, which will be half to 12 for you.
Delightful.
So 25 to 12. So
Suck up that ecto cooler.
as you just see the look of anger on this thing's face, of you just literally just wiping casually off the acid that it blasted upon you, and then it is going to fly up another 30 feet up into the air. So it is currently 70 feet in the air. Willow, your turn.
Well, I'm going to throw a haste at Eugene.
All right.
Okay.
The
So
hasty boy.
Eugene, you feel the adrenaline rush of the haste as it enters your body. You're just like, let's go! As you just feel everything in your bodies just start to need to move. Anything else there?
And no, and I don't think the Bob can reach it either, can it?
No.
Bob can't reach it.
Bob has the broom of flying.
Yeah, you can activate Bob's flying
Oh my
broom.
God. That's right. Yeah, but do I want it to breathe on Bob and kill the broom of flying? That's the question.
That's an excellent point.
I love
I'm
the
not
fact that
quite
you
sure
attach
either.
the broom of flying to your dog. I just love that so much.
It's so good.
All right.
Listen, you get jettisoned from one sky castle and never again.
Yeah, you guys took some incredible measures for that never to happen again. Baxton, your turn. The dragon is 70 feet in the air.
Yeah, I grew wings, so so I would never fall again. 70 feet in the air. What's the Euclidean math for me? So how far am I away? 70 feet?
Yes, because it's not Euclidean.
Okay. I meant to say non-Euclidean.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to fly 20 feet up in the air because Ken said I can only move 20 feet. And I'm going
You're
to
still
look
growing
at-
into your wings.
Yeah. I'm going to stare at the dragon, and I'm going to command him ground.
We will rob you of your flight.
So that's a
Oh,
what
that's
save? You can't. Is that a wisdom?
That is a wisdom save.
As you cast, you cast command on the adult black dragon.
Ground.
What is your save?
14.
It does pass barely. It gets a 15.
Dang.
As its head swivels to you, you dare speak to me like that,
Come down here.
salamander.
Is that an insult? Salamanders are rad.
I don't know. The flying turd
That
is
was an
yelling
insult.
Is that racist?
Sticks literally worshipped the salamander, so he's like, that. I mean,
at me. I don't.
Anything else,
the flying
Baxton?
turd- I don't know if that was an insult. The flying turd just tried insulting me. So, I'm just gonna look at him and be like, "Come down here and tell me not to."
Maybe. Anything else, Baxton?
No.
All right. How
Oh,
Revere?
bonus action ignite my
Okay.
thingy. My hammer.
Holy bonker.
Oh my holy bonker.
I've been down too long and you're on my way.
How Revere? It's your turn.
Oh, Lord.
I'll activate Radiant Soul. It's a racial trait that lets me fly 30 speed.
Absolutely.
Speed. And that's my action. So I'd love to use a bonus action somehow. So I will get within, if I can. I guess I have to get within.
Yeah, he's 70
I
feet
can
away.
only-
Yep, and you
Okay.
can fly 30. So put you
Okay,
with a
so
40.
Shady Challenge not available to me. Can I? Well, so that's my move. Can I?
Yep.
How much can I move?
So your action is to activate the Radiant Soul, so you can't use your dash because you're your action.
Okay.
So you can move
Okay, well
30
then-
feet up towards it.
Okay, and then I will do a quickened polymorph. on
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
Very
Yeah,
awesome.
it. Try to make it a trout.
And that is a charisma saving throw, right?
Yeah, it's a wisdom actually.
Wisdom,
18.
okay.
Trout.
I catch fish.
As you start to see its form start to shiver and shake, it'll use its second legendary resistance to pass that because it did fail. It did fail the save. It did
That's
fail
amazing
it.
because it would have hit the ground really
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
You okay,
Alright.
Jim?
I don't have a reaction, so that's it.
Okay. Eugene, your turn. I do
Give
want
me a
to.
second. Oh, the fish destroyed me. Okay.
I do want to congratulate you guys on taking out 2 out of its 3 legendary resistances in one turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Quick, Eugene,
Eugene,
fish.
stop. Okay. So Eugene, because Eugene cannot get to the dragon, Eugene is going to get on Bob. Like he's just gonna look at Willow and saddle the dog, and just be like, Willow, it's time. It's time. Go time. Let's go.
Yep.
What?
Get me up there so I can fight it.
Oh hell. Okay. You can jump on Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. As you say that, as he's already sitting on Bob.
Already here. Let's go.
Alright, so on your next turn, Willow, you can send Eugene that way.
And before the end of my turn, I am going to use my action to cast Eldritch Blast 3 times at the Dragorn.
Perfect.
So, just for you, Hal is your character's right?
Hal.
Okay. Okay. So, blue fire erupts from Eugene's hand as he kind of like claws at the air, and 3 motes of blue flame shoot at the dragon. So that's 1. That's a 10. That's not gonna hit. That is a natural 1. Wonderful. And that is a 14?
14 will miss.
Okay, so everything misses. All right.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
As the dragon bats its wing, foolish mortals! You cannot dare damage me.
Oh, I'm gonna bonk you so hard on the head, dude.
I'm gonna turn you inside out like a sock.
You scare me sometimes. Styx! Your turn.
Yeah, Styx is terrifying.
Only sometimes.
But you can't touch me. Come here.
Whose turn is it?
Your Styx.
Oh, okay. Well, another strength save.
Okay. It gets a... For that...
hold on, let me see what I can... how does that work?
It gets an 18 this time for strike save.
Are you able to reduce that literally at all, Eugene?
That's what I'm looking for. I don't think I can yet. No, I get Bend Luck next level, so...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then that strength save is a pass, and then as a bonus action, I'm gonna move my fiery script 30 feet closer to it.
Okay.
It's taking a very slow "I'm gonna get you" approach to it.
That's what the text says. I'm gonna get you. I'm a coming for you.
All right. Anything else there, Styx?
No, Six is just gonna call up to it. I'm gonna peel your kneecaps. Get down here, and that's the rest of his turn done.
So as you say, I'm gonna peel your kneecaps. Get down here. He looks at the audacity of this wizard in front of him, and as he swoops down, lands on the ground in front of you.
Oh, there we go.
Because you have
God.
successfully taunted the dragon.
No, I
Six
just
is
got
known
this.
to do.
I've just got this idea of Eugene pulling out a lance from God knows where.
Just lancing him.
It's time.
So I need everyone within 120 feet of it to make a wisdom saving throw against its frightful presence.
Oh.
How
Forgot
far are you
for the
guys
presence
with around me?
first.
Remember, I have the aura of anti-frightness.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
If anyone's
Yeah.
within 10 feet of Baxton, you are immune.
Nope. I'm giving myself +5 on this. I'm using one of my heroic moments, Ken.
Okay.
And if you're within 10 feet of me, you get +5 as well, just because I'm Pally level.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Way to show me up, bro. I only give a +1.
Okay.
Yeah, but you make us immune, so isn't that better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is arguably better, especially when fighting things that can make you run away. But saves
So,
are also
I'm gonna use my
arguably good.
Tides of Chaos on that, Ken.
Okay.
Roll again. Good! 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 Not even still single digit. Great. Fantastic. That is a
Natural 1 with that reaction?
14.
Oh, 14. Okay. 14 is not enough. You become frightened.
I rolled a 10 on the die, so 21.
You do not become frightened.
I have a +6 and the +5 from having
So-
our paladin friend around.
So,
Oh no, wait, he is close to me, so that would be plus
A four-
5, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
that puts you 19, so you do
19.
pass, yeah.
Okay, good.
Alright, so then it is going to make 3 attacks then upon you, Styx. It's going to bite down, claw, and claw twice.
Okay.
So the first bite
And you-
attack is going to be a 28 to hit.
The kneecaps are gonna have to get peeled now. The 28 is gonna hit.
A 29 and a 15.
The 15 misses.
Okay. So you take a bite and a claw. So it bites down upon you, these teeth, almost as long as daggers, chomp down into your shoulder. You'll take 14 points of piercing damage, plus 1 point of acid damage, as it rolls minimum damage on that. But the claw comes through, and that'll be almost minimum damage on the claw as well for 12 points of slashing.
Okay.
And that is its
got it.
turn. Willow, your turn.
I am bloodied.
Well, does it do me any good to tell Bob to charge?
Yeah.
Yep.
Bob, charge.
So Bob starts flying towards the dragon, who's now ground level.
And I can throw my hand axe. Can't I?
You can, yeah.
Okay, great. 18?
18 will miss.
18 will miss. Okay, well, that was only a 7, so... Oh... And I missed again. Dang it.
Okay. At the end of your turn, he is going to make a wing attack. So everyone that is around him within 10 feet, so that would be Styx, and Eugene and Bob at this point, as Bob and Eugene gets
Okay.
there, need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Does that also get the bonus of +5 from our paladin friend?
If you are claiming to be that close to him, sure.
Everybody within 10 feet radius.
Yeah. So if he's
Yeah,
if
we're
he's
still
within
grouped up.
yeah, so if you're that would be everyone actually then if you're getting that. So everyone needs to make that save, except for
Okay.
Baxton in the air, 20 feet.
Yeah.
14.
That's a fail.
19 and a natural 20.
Both will pass.
With that +5, I also get a 19.
All right, Halavir. Halavir.
Sorry, what was it stand for? Dex?
Dexterity, yes.
Got it. That's not one of the best.
Actually, no. You're flying 30 feet up in the air. You said.
Oh, that's right. So actually,
Yes.
nobody gets the
Yeah,
+5.
so no one would
right?
get the +5.
Okay.
Yeah. So
14 instead.
yeah, if you got lower than a 19, you fail, and you will take 14 points of bludgeoning damage and be knocked prone.
Okay, if I'm knocked prone, am I knocked off Bob?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I plummet to the ground. However,
You were only 5 feet above the ground with Bob because he was on ground
Yeah.
level. So Bob
You're
just
sitting on Bob.
Yeah.
ow!
and with that he moves half of his flying speed with that. So he moves 40 feet back up into the air. So 10 feet within you. Hal Rivera. All right. Anything else there, Willow?
Nope.
All right, Baxton. Your turn.
Hi. You said he's 40 feet in the air, correct?
He is now, yeah.
Cool. I am 20 feet in the air.
You are.
Can I get to him?
You can.
Yay. Yay. Bonus action Urge.
Bonus action, Rouge. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Traits, rage, cool. I'm going to reckless.
You do that. Show me that one turn paladin deletion. I'm waiting for Hal Revere to hit this thing. I want to see how he hits dragons.
I have a really dumb idea I've been wanting to try for a while. So if it lasts another couple turns, all I need to do is get inside it, and I've got it dead.
Oh god, not that again.
Oh, this is a very different.
I'm worried. All right. What'd you get to hit, Baxton?
I crit on 1, and that's plus 13. That was 11, 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
Cool. And then big ol' Smite-a-Rooney.
Smite-a-Rooney and cheese.
I love the barbarian paladin combo because you can still rage and smite at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a spell, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Barbarian, if you will.
Barbarian. No, I'd say that's the Palbarian.
Yeah, Palbarian.
Palbarian.
He's quite the pal.
Plus
Uh-huh.
that one, another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And if you go Order of the Totem of the Bear Barbarian, you have a Palbarian. I'm sorry, that was awful, and I feel.
You joked about it, you should feel bad.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Hal Revere, you are on deck, by the way. You're up next. I'm so used to Baxton just instant deleting most of my enemies.
That's it? Oh my
I mean, that's
god.
paladins for you.
That's 4.
Yep.
What you got there, kiddo?
I got 83 damage.
I mean, it's still
That's
a lot.
nothing. Oh, I'm sad.
So you crack down hard on him with your holy bonker. The scales crack, and his head swivels to you, looking like the "I am not amused" look.
As Baxton just looks at his holy bonker and goes, "Is that it?" Looks really confused. Holds his finger up like to the dragon, like, "Hold on 1 second."
Flashing it like a flashlight that's not quite working right.
So that's not the name of the item. That's just what Baxton named the item after he traded it from an old paladin of Paylor.
Nice.
I don't like the holy bonker. The holy bonker now does less damage because I'm removing a D6 from my stuff. I realize that now.
All right. Anything else there, Baxton?
No, his Baxton is angrily shaking his bonker at them.
All right. Hal Revere. He is 10 feet away from you.
Okay, I will do a smite, a thunderous smite.
Okay.
And sorry, so that's my bonus action. Move in.
Yep.
And then 2 hits for my action. A 6, but I get plus 10, 16. Does that hit?
16 will miss.
Okay. And then the second one, with my Dragon Slayer Greatsword. Okay, that's
crap.
That's a 28.
Yeah,
so
28 will definitely hit.
Yeah, so in addition to the Thunder Smite, which will give me another 2d6, I will also do Divine Smite on top of that.
Of course.
Do a 3rd level spell slot, so I think that's 4d8. Plus normal damage is 2d6. And that's 8. And 4 on top of that.
May the sun rise, may the shadows flee, motherfucker. Take him. Take his head.
Okay.
Usually it's a bit more PG-13 with this. One of our players is a 15-year-old.
Okay.
But they're not here tonight, so...
Enjoying the freedom of being able to say fuck.
All right. Helpful.
Yeah, we are allowed
Yes.
one fuck per.
Yeah, when...
Excellent.
So, how much damage you got there?
Looks on that second shot that it's only 50.
50, alright. That's still a sizable chunk. As you slam into it, you hear you see his head swivel to you. "No, the dragon's bane's blades! You dare bring one of those! As he snarls. All thoughts on everyone else just... You see, give me an insight check there, Hal Revere.
Okay. And actually, I think I totally failed to re-roll 1s and 2s. But insights. 23.
You get the very clear sense that you just rattled that dragon as the sword bit way deeper and more profoundly as you feel the blade resonate with the dragon as it starts seeping its life essence.
Nice.
Always
like that.
As you've just frightened a dragon.
Oh, cool.
Turnabout. That's fair. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. That's my turn. I have no reaction.
All right, Eugene.
Can I get back on Bob and get up there?
Half you're moving on Bob. Bob can move on. Bob moves on Willow's turn. So.
All right. Well, I'm gonna ready all 3 of my melee attacks. To bonk.
So you can only ready 1 melee attack. The way it works.
Yeah, because of the way it works, you can only ready 1.
Then I guess I just try and hit it with 3 more Eldritch Blasts.
Yay.
I just imagine you're like the cowboy on the horse with the repeater rifle, but just with Eldritch Blast. Pew!
That's a 13. That won't hit.
All right, yeah.
That's a 23.
That'll hit.
For 3 damage, and then my 3rd blast. That's a 27.
27 will hit.
1. 1. 1.
Oof.
1.
I feel that on such a spiritual level.
Like a cartoon fart sound, like.
My first time ever using a level 9 spell, I rolled all 1s on the die.
Eldritch Whip.
No.
Yike.
Anything else, Eugene?
Eldritch Breeze. No, that's it.
Yeah, as your little blue motes just sort of poof, just glance off of
your
them.
Powers suck. Powers are bad.
Sticks, back up to you.
Okay, so things are about to get funky. Okay, so first things first. How far up is the dragon?
40 feet. Also, I am definitely enforcing PG-13 limits on your tactic here.
I'm not going spunk vinegar.
Yes. Okay. Just
drop the base.
Thank you.
No. So Six is gonna just be watching the dragon, seeing it getting mad. He's waiting for its mouth to open even a little bit, and then I'm casting Thunderstep. Of course, it's Fire Step of Sticks.
Yep.
Into its mouth. That has a range of 90 feet. So if it's 40 feet away from me, I'm going as far into its throat as I can see.
Yep. So
bonus action, I'm drinking one of my potions.
What potions?
One of the potions of healing that we have is a potion of superior healing.
Okay.
Not the supremes. So I am going to go ahead and roll that health out. But that is for my turn. That is all I can do right now. Next turn is when things are going to start getting a little bit more spicy. Essentially, if it's still alive in 2 turns, it won't be for long.
Okay, sounds good. Next up is the dragon's turn. Let's see if it's
you just side of its mouth. Cat got your tongue.
As you just hear, as you see the boiling of acid starting to come back up the throat.
I was prepared for that. Oh, actually, it does also need to take damage, right?
Oh yeah, because
damage when it gets there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So con save there.
Yeah, con save for half.
It gets a 19.
That passes, so it's gonna be half. 7, 8, 9, 10 fire damage, halved into 5.
Okay. You see the acid starting to bubble up in its throat as it is going to swivel its head, looking at Hal Revere, very with worry in its eye. It is then going to use its acid breath at you, Hal Revere. So Styx and Hal Revere, I need a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
That's probably not going to pass. 12.
12 will not pass, unfortunately.
I don't suppose the dragon is within 10 feet of Hellrevere?
Technically, if you're in its throat...
They were in melee, right?
I hit it.
Yes, so yeah, you'd be within 10 feet of... You get the +5. God, that's so dumb it works. I love it, though, so much.
I imagine that the Holy Aura protecting 6 is probably the only reason why he can dodge the acid he is currently residing within. Because I do get a 20 total with that +5.
Yeah, so you realize that this dragon, due to years of bellowing acid, has definitely developed some esophageal pockets from the acid as you just sort of squelch yourself into one of these pockets in the throat.
Thank you.
As the acid comes out, you do get burned by it. You will take half of 50 points of acid damage.
And absorb elements?
So you take, so you'll take another 12.
Yep.
Halrevere, with you,
Shit now.
with your fail, you will take 50 points of acid.
Yeah, I think that's just straight up 50.
Yep.
Okay.
And it is going to not take the disengage action because it just used its action to breathe fire or breathe acid, and it is going to attempt to fly as far away from you, Halrevere, as it can. So you will get the op attack. Actually, you don't have a reaction because you use your.
Do I have an op attack?
Did you wait? You said you.
Okay.
Did you use your reaction?
No, I didn't use my reaction at all.
Sorry, say again?
Did you use your reaction last turn, Halrevere?
I did not.
Okay, so yeah, both you and Baxton get a op attack.
Okay.
As the paladins get another opportunity to smite. I love this so much. But this, you really rattled this dragon. He was not expecting to come up with a dragon slayer.
29 to hit.
29 hits. Halrevere, what did you get?
Let me re-roll it. Sorry, I think I rolled that wrong. Just rolled a 20 later.
Level 3 Divan Smite.
I rolled a 30. It's a 20.
Yeah, is that a natural 20?
Yep.
Kill it. Destroy it. Take its brain.
I don't even know how to calculate all this.
So on D&D Beyond, if you want to use the roller on D&D Beyond, you can right-click it and hit, you'll get a drop-down saying crit or crit damage for the damage dice.
Okay.
And it can double it that way if you don't want to roll that much dice yourself.
Okay. Sorry, I keep rolling.
And you are able to smite with
reactionary.
Yeah. This dragon is not going to survive long enough for me to do my special thing. That's okay.
Highest level Divine Smite.
4 smites. Let's see, 11. So I think it's just 33 doubled. 66 is what I rolled.
66. All right.
Yep.
All right, and Baxton, what do you do?
What kind of weapon do you use, Hal? Just out of curiosity.
Just a Dragon Slayer Greatsword.
Oh, it's a great sword. Okay.
Yeah.
I got a 34.
34 points of damage?
Mm-hmm.
All right, he's still up and very bloodied. He flies 80 feet away as fast as he can. With sticks in his mouth, or in his throat. All right, Willow, your turn.
Well, there's nothing that I can do at this point. So, who looks bloodied?
I haven't taken damage.
No one that you can see.
Okay.
Can she not see Hal?
Actually, I'm not even bloodied anymore.
Yeah, you can see Hal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took 50.
Okay. How badly are you hurt?
I normally have 108.
And he just took 50.
I'm down to 50.
And he just took 50. Okay, I'm taking a 3rd level cure wounds, putting it on Birdie Bird, and sending Birdie Bird to him.
I will allow Birdie Bird to touch me.
Okay.
Good touch.
Yes.
You've seen the bird sitting on her shoulder.
Perfect.
And it's a mechanical bird.
Nice.
So When will it get to him?
I can get to him this turn.
Okay. Then, let's see. 7, 15. Wow. 23 plus 4. So 27 back.
Excellent. Okay, great. So I'm at 85. Thank you.
My pleasure. That's why I rebuilt Birdie Bird.
Yeah.
Because the bird can carry a spell for me.
Yeah,
that's really nice.
Okay, I'm done. Let's go.
What about Bob? You can move Bob?
Oh, that's right. Is Eugene still charging on Bob?
Yeah. Let's go. Words of my ancestors. Let's go.
How far did the dragon move away, Ken?
It's currently 80 feet.
Okay, so I don't know if Bob would be able to chase him down.
Yeah, Bob's speed is only 40.
Can he dash?
So I will dash to get Eugene there.
Okay.
Okay, so Bob
but
gets
I can't
up.
Attack.
Bob gets up to 80 feet of it, or it gets right up to it. It is then at the end of your turn going to use its wing attack, just so it can use the literal flying speed of it. It was not expecting Bob to be right there, so Bob needs to, and Eugene need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, I'm giving myself +5.
You would have the +5 because you're...
Well, no, he's using his heroic move.
Oh, yeah, heroic. Yep.
16, I don't think that makes it.
It will not.
18?
That does not make it.
You guys are swatted out of the air.
Yeah, you guys will take...
I didn't think we were in the air.
No, you're 80 feet in the air right now.
Oh, okay.
So both Bob and Eugene will take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Friggin' okay.
Bob will just literally turn upside down with the broom of flying, because he can't technically start falling with that. He just inverts to prone. Eugene, however, you start falling.
As I'm falling, can I kick on my boots of flying?
You absolutely can.
Yeah.
Okay, that takes Bob to 64.
You had boots of flying. You were having Bob take you.
Yeah, because I was gonna get there with Bob and then use my boots to stay around the dragon. Because I figured Bob had to go up there anyway, so I figured,
I like the thought process there. That it is going to fly an additional 40 feet away.
Son of a biscuit, dude! Come back here, let me hit you!
This is why I'm always trying to ground them.
Baxon.
Got this cool sword. Can't even do it.
Your turn, Baxon.
How far is he away?
He is currently 120 feet away.
Yeah, I can't do shit. I'm gonna go back and land on the ground.
Okay, Styx has this.
Okay.
And be like, if we see a pop, we know it's either sticks or sticks.
Hal Revere, your turn.
I'm going to work on the assumption that Styx is somehow at least highly resistant or immune to fire, and cast Fireball.
Okay.
Actually, I have full cover.
Yeah, so he actually has full cover in the dragon. So
go.
you pull out the red pea, you whip it out as it explodes next to the dragon. The dragon will get an awful on its dexterity saving throw, and then going to use its final legendary resistance in an attempt to survive.
Okay, 36 total damage.
36.
Just 18 halves, right?
It's incredibly bloodied at this point. Like,
Okay.
you see black seeping blood literally pouring down out of the sky. You see the grass below it literally melting as the blood is hitting down below. Anything else, Hal Revere?
I think that's enough.
Eugene.
Okay, so my movement speed is doubled because I'm hasted, right?
Yes, but technically you are prone.
Okay. Can I stand up in the air
Yep.
with my boots of flying?
So have your movement?
So that's half, so I have 30, right?
Yes, you're back to normal 30.
Okay, so can I get to the drag boy?
He is currently 40 feet away. I'm sorry, Eugene.
Poor Eugene.
Okay.
Throw
That's
something.
fine. Ah,
Sorry, Eugene.
ah.
This is like almost
Okay.
comical. I apologize.
All right. Okay. All right. So if I remember, let me check something real quick. Okay, so I can throw it. I can
Yes.
throw it, but still that wouldn't be the most damage I could do, but that would only be a +8. That would only be a +8. So
How was he prone?
He activated his boots and it got flipped upside down.
Okay, can't he just walk upside down because he's flying?
I mean, technically.
Yeah, so you don't actually have to get up from prone. You could just be upside down.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're in
so
3D
can I-
land because you're in air.
So can I
Yeah.
get to the dragon, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you for that. All right.
I know how Ken's brain works.
All right. So,
It's like you've played with me a
DM
while.
has final say. If he wasn't going to let me get to the dragon, he wasn't going to let me get to the dragon. All right. So, hand out. Grab sword blade coming from chest. I'm casting shadow blade. So I'm holding the sunblade and my holy shadow blade. All right, I'm going to fly up to this thing using my boots of flying, level both blades at it, and Eugene is just going to go ballistic on this thing's face.
Okay.
So that's 2 attacks with my sunblade, or 3 attacks with my sunblade, and then a bonus action attack with my shadow blade. Because I'm hasted, right?
I would say so, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I was just making sure. All right, so let me get back to my stuff here. So 2 attacks with a sunblade. Number 1, 30 hits. Number 2, 15 does not hit. I'm guessing.
15 will miss.
So, okay, so 1 sunblade damage. Bing bong. Of course, I rolled a 1. That's 7 damage. All right, and then so that's my 2 sunblade attacks. My 3rd hit from haste is a 16, which doesn't hit. All right. And then my 3rd level shadow blade attack, which would just be plus so 3rd level shadow blade, I should just have this in my brain now, but it's been a minute. Does it use my it counts as a melee weapon for which I am proficient, so that would just be 4
Strength plus
plus
proficiency.
yeah,
Yeah.
4 plus 5, so plus 9. So let me roll a d20 plus 9. So that's an 8 plus 9, so a 17 does not hit.
17 will not hit, no.
Okay, action surge.
Okay.
And then I'm going to swing at it 3. Will I get the haste attack again? I do? Okay. Bing bong.
No, haste is one exclusive extra attack.
Does not hit.
Yeah.
Aw.
8. Does 18 hit?
18 will just miss.
Okay. Oh wait, no, that's wrong. I shouldn't have rolled that 3rd one. Never mind. So, and then I'll do my Shadow Blade bonus action attack again, which would be a d20 plus 9. So 13 plus 9 will hit it, right?
That's 22, yeah.
22, yeah, okay. So now I'm going to roll damage for Shadow Blade. So altogether I did 23 damage.
23?
Mm-hmm.
All right. That is just enough.
Really?
As you come
Okay.
through, just coming through at it. I want to actually hit you guys. As you come, just start going to town on it as you eventually take it out. Sticks, you are now.
Just turns into a sacred Beyblade and just shears this thing's face off.
You are now falling, Sticks. At 120 feet in the air.
That's
Inside of
okay
it.
because That's okay, because now I just need to change like what I was going to cast this spell on, and I'll be fine.
Okay.
So to give insight on what Six was about to do, Six was going to cast Fabricate, or Six Fireseeker's Spark of Creation, and was going to use all of the iron he has on his person that is non-magical to create a wall in this thing's throat. He was then going to lean against the wall, cast Investiture of Flame, and cook it from the inside out.
That is mean, and I appreciate it.
Instead, we have...
You were gonna cast Decapitate.
I was... It's just a slow decapitate.
No, the wall in his throat, if it's bigger than the throat, it just removes his head.
Well, it wouldn't be able to, like... It would be able to push into the throat so that's stuck, but it wouldn't be able to, like, fully sever. But, instead, instead of being surrounded by a creature, I am now surrounded by an object. So
Yes.
I'm going to cast Fabricate anyways. And I am going to wrap myself in nice soft dragon meat to cushion my blow as we hit the ground. I am going to cocoon myself in dragon meat.
So you guys see the dragon's form start to shift into that of the largest, fleshiest bouncy ball as the thing just goes splat.
I can make a large object or smaller, so I'm making a large...
Yes, as then you just see...
cocoon of meat.
You see sticks crawling out of the viscera on the landing.
Cackling like a madman, just
Eugene's
loud cackling.
Eugene's gonna dispel Shadowblade, and he's going to grab Sticks by the scruff and just like
Your hand slips.
pick Sticks up. Just like by his shirt, just be like, why? Why?
It looked like
Why would
fun,
you do that?
and it was.
I thought you were dead. I thought you died.
I can't die.
It's just
Also-
shaking Sticks.
As he's being shaken, he's like flopping around. Eugene!
What? What?
If I died, you would know.
I don't like the way you said that.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell you guys. Okay, we gotta have to sit down and talk.
Like I said, there's either going to be a pop, it's either going to be Sticks,
Or it's gonna be
or
Sticks.
Sticks.
Yeah. Yeah. So as Sticks reconvenes to the group, he's gonna be like, so it occurs to me, I did not tell you guys what I did earlier today. So what I mentioned earlier about staying at least 20 feet away from me, if you think I'm going to die. When I die, I explode. I have taken raw energy from the plane of fire, and I have put it into my body, and my blood flow circulating is what's keeping it stabilized. The moment that stops, it destabilizes, it causes a cascade event, and I explode.
So inside that ball, you had the meat sweats, is what you're saying.
Yes. Absolutely.
I'm not okay with that. I mean, I can't stop you, so.
Oh, an important note, though, by the way, is that like, when I do explode, short of like divine intervention or anything like that, I will be real hard to bring back. I figure this is fine because I'm already going to be real hard to bring back. I do not believe Mohadi is going to willingly let you guys revive me.
So you just made that decision for us then?
No, I'm saying
Probably.
that, I'm saying
you an
that.
adult?
Yes, I am an adult. I'm saying that I sold my soul to a devil. Revival is already extra. It is the same level of difficulty. I'm just
Willow
getting more
stops
payout
in the
for
middle
it.
of casting Mend on Bob and goes, "You did what?"
Oh, I thought didn't we have this conversation already? Yeah, no, I sold my soul to
No.
Mahadi.
Yeah, she wasn't there when that conversation happened.
Oh, yeah, my bad. Sorry,
Oh.
Willow. Yeah, I sold my soul to a devil for 3 feathers.
It just gets worse every time you say it.
Her eyebrows are about up to her hairline at this point.
And unignites his holy loop and goes, really?
Yeah. I sold my soul to a devil for 3 feathers. It's not forever. It's not like a forever deal. I sat down. We bartered. It's when I die, he gets my soul to work at his traveling emporium in the first layer of hell for 1,000 years and 1 day. Every 10 years, I get to take a break and go where I don't know where I get to go, but I get to take a break. And then if I give exemplary behavior and exemplary work, because he is having me work at an emporium, I do get to take a day off for every time I am exemplary, and I am nothing but exemplary, so I'm expecting to be able to get at least a couple days off.
Dude.
Sounds like a deal.
Yeah.
Eugene just looks at Styx and he's like, well, you're not dying, so...
Yeah, no, I'm immortal until proven otherwise, so...
She just shakes her head and goes back to casting mending.
Yeah.
Eugene's just gonna de-ignite the Dragonic Platinum Sunblade and just, like, clip the hilt onto his side. And...
There's a bottle that I heard about that once you die, it traps your soul. I need to find you one of those.
Some melts,
Nope,
Styx
nope,
Fire Seeker.
Nope. Listen, I've heard stories of those that rob devils of their deals. I'm not participating in that nonsense. Making me harder to kill, I'm here for. Making it so that he gets robbed of the soul when I do die, not a good idea. Especially Mahadi. I bet that man's vindictive.
That's his chest. Paladin. Anti-devil.
I mean, if you want to fight your way into hell and beat up Mahadi and take my soul back, I'm not going to tell you no. But me actively participating in the robbing him of it.
Is that your contract, or can you still attack him, right?
My contract doesn't say anything technically about attacking him. I'm not going to try. I have respect for the man, honestly.
I don't.
This makes me laugh.
Okay.
We're moving on.
Yeah, if you'll excuse me, and Six starts rubbing his hands together, his hands ignite, and then he just starts touching himself where he's hurting and cauterizes his wounds. As I cast Cauterize a few times to heal myself.
When will they learn to not send dragons to us? We keep leaving corpses everywhere.
Yeah. Listen, I think that
like
corpse is going to send a message.
Willow would like to extract a couple of dragon fangs.
Alright. You absolutely can.
Literally, a dragon corpse just laying down is completely destroying the environment.
Because it's acid, too.
To be fair,
acid rain, right?
it's like the front half of a dragon corpse.
Yeah,
or sorry, the back half of a dragon corpse, and the front half is just a meat circle.
Yeah. Alright, guys. Take a few minutes here. Intermission.
Okay.
Get up.
Stretch.
Yeah,
get
stretch.
Your foods. Get your drinks.
So chat will be right back. See you soon. Alright, so the chat is now muted.
Gotta have a place to carry your beverages, dude.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, we are back and unmuted this time because I forget every now and again to unmute the streams.
I was going to ask.
Yeah. That would have been interesting.
Right. So, So Styx slops down in Dragon Meatball, crawls out of it laughing. Eugene asks why. As
That's just his entire character. That is my entire arc.
as Willow, you start going through the viscous flesh glob to try finding some teeth, and you think you find some that you're not sure if they're teeth or talons, but they're roughly the same size.
Sounds good.
It's
Everything on the front half of the dragon did get repurposed to make my eggshell,
Yes.
my florb, my flesh orb.
Floor. Ugh! I hate that word. Don't ever use that word again.
Oh, that was good.
That made me highly
Not
uncomfortable.
putting dragons in front of me, I won't have to.
And you did in fact peel his kneecaps too in the process of
I
doing
told him
that.
I would.
So
Things need to stop doubting my power.
you continue on. I don't know if you guys are gonna rest at all, heal up before you continue.
I want to continue.
No, I healed with spells.
And I still have a bunch of spells if we need them.
Okay. So you guys continue on, pushing through the day, marching forward. And it was a bit odd that the dragon attacked that close to Waterdeep.
Oh yeah.
When you guys know that the dragons have been gathering.
Could I send a message to somebody back in Waterdeep,
You
letting
could.
them know the dragon came that close?
Yeah, absolutely.
He was
I
out
will
here
do-
to try and steal the floorboards.
I will do that.
Okay. They're very grateful for the message, and like we'll keep an eye out with honor patrols.
She says if somebody wants to harvest dragon, and she gives them an idea where they are, where the dragon is.
So the continuation of the march going forward, it's a long haul. You guys didn't, short of Baxton, none of you secured mounts.
I have
I have
Bob.
mount.
And I have Steed that I can cast.
I also have a steed.
So correction, you guys all secured mounts.
Eugene would be the only one without a mount, and he could ride on my steed.
Well, that, or I can just kick on my boots of flying and use those.
Yeah.
So I'm not technically, I can sit in the air and
Um,
flap.
During our first night's rest, there is something Styx wanted to do, by the way.
Yeah. So the rest of the first day goes by pretty uneventful. You guys managed to cover a good 30 miles the first day.
Okay.
Pushing it on horseback. As night falls, you guys sit down and take your rests.
Okay. After we set up camp and we're all sitting down for rest, Styx is gonna look to Eugene and go, well, I finally have a spell slot available for it. Are you feeling emotionally there, kiddo?
I pulled you out of a dragon corpse.
So good?
As good as I can, Mr. Fireseeker, yes.
Okay, I can't promise you will like what you learn.
Well, it's not like you know either.
Exactly. This is a very much so unknown to me.
So, I mean... All I know is what they told me, and all I know is that I'm special. What kind of special, I don't know, but that's what Uncle Cedric told me, so...
Well, I can already tell you, yes, you're absolutely special. Hopefully you're not like some kind of I don't know, living bomb or something. Six says being a living bomb. and we're going to cast Legend Lore. And we're going to be targeting Eugene.
Okay. Eugene, my question for you is: do you have the back? Is this backstory that you've established?
Yes. Like his backstory is
yes for the Legend Lore to go, or do you want?
It's already happened. Yes.
Okay.
He's done it before in another campaign.
This is the way we did it before, and I mean, if you want it to work that way, it'll work that way.
I'm okay with it. I was just making sure. I was just seeing if you had it or if I had to start coming up with stuff on the fly.
No, I have his whole backstory written out.
So what does he find out with the Legend Lore?
So, what he sees as the camera pulls away from the Catman and Yonder Boy Eugene, you see a woman with amber-colored hair and long, dark black and red robes, sitting in some sort of like laboratory hovel, some sort of something. The spell can never focus on the surroundings too much, and you see her working, and you see her taking animals, people, items, and pulling this blue silvery essence out of them and storing them in these big containers around the room, basically. So she's surrounded by this dull blue glow as she's working, and you see hundreds of animals, hundreds of people, hundreds of different magical items just all scattered around this workshop, corpses, of everything, basically. It cuts to her in some sort of town, and she meets a very tall, dark-haired half-orc man who they strike up conversation. It shows, Legend Lore shows them getting to know each other, becoming more familiar, becoming even more familiar, becoming very familiar. And then it shows them having a fight. A shouting match, screaming, terrible words being flung, terrible accusations. The woman pulls out a dagger and stabs the man. The man pushes her off of him, and she collides into a wall. The Legend Lore falls black. It pulls back in on the woman. She has that dagger. The dagger is coated in the man's blood, or what we assume to be the man's blood. She's got this evil, scheming look on her face as she begins to turn dials on these tanks of this silvery blue liquid and pour it into these more arcane receptacles. She goes over to another machine, which basically looks like some sort of imagine like a Bacti tank from Jedi or Star Wars. Or like the tanks that the characters would heal up in Dragon Ball Z, basically, something like that, like a regeneration tank. And she prepares a vial of this man's blood from the dagger, and then she draws a vial of her own blood and places it in this this apparatus before her. She then starts to feed the machine this silvery blue liquid. And as we notice the passage of time, a embryo begins to form, and then a baby, and then a child, and then a slightly bigger child, toddler age. The laboratory is broken into, and the same half-orc man with dark hair rushes in and pins her down, and several other paladin-looking folks rush in and start to restrain her. The Legend Lore fades upwards to the man's face as he's looking at the child in the tank. And it pulls back, and you see the dark-haired woman in a tower somewhere far off. Then the Legend Lore sort of clouds and comes back, and we see Eugene training at the around these paladin-esque people. And over Eugene is this sort of aura of just this cacophonous, like, menagerie sort of flesh ball chimera of all these items and people and monsters and animals, and it sort of shifts and wibbles and takes the form of a human and then overlays itself upon Eugene. Basically what this means is Eugene is basically a mana receptacle. So Eugene was created to be essentially a mana bomb. What she was doing is she was taking the mana out of creatures and magical items and humans that had access to their own mana and storing it to sort of be like a lich, kind of in a way. That's what his mother Oracle was doing, and he would sort of get this as, the legend lore happens. And she and his uncle Cedric, who is not actually his uncle, that was a lie that Cedric told him. Cedric is his father, and he was made by combining the blood of Oracle, his mother, and Cedric, his dad, with a crap ton of mana, and she basically forcibly grew a child to go and kill Cedric. But before she could implant the sort of rhetoric like, paladins are bad, be evil with me, Cedric found him and raised him, and now he is who he is now. So he is basically a sentient mass of soul data that was given thought and form only because Cedric found him in time.
Okay.
And as this is all revealed to Eugene just sort of, you see him sort of pull inward to himself, and he's just kind of looking at his hands. And he just says, I wonder if he knows he's my dad. He just kind of looks up at Styx.
You want to tell him?
I mean, if he... Yes, but we got more pressing things to worry about than me.
Oh, what's his name?
Cedric Cross.
Cedric Cross of the... What order was it?
Order of the Platinum Dawn.
Okay. Yeah, no. Hold on. Let me double check something. Where is it? There it is. Yeah. No, let's tell him. I got you.
Right now.
Yeah, right now.
As it's currently 1 a.m.
Maybe after we save the world?
No. Because let me be frank. You might not get the chance. I think it'd be better to do it now.
Eugene looks incredibly apprehensive all of a sudden. But
I'm not going to actively force you, but I do think it'd be best.
You're right, but I just imagine telling somebody you had a son. I don't. Okay. How are we gonna tell him? Is it gonna be I beam myself in, or is it just gonna get a voice in his head, or because he's real weird about magic stuff, and I don't.
Pick your 25 words.
25 words.
Yep, you gotta tell him that he's your dad in 25 words or less.
How do I explain to the man that I'm his son in 25 words?
Technically, you can have 75. I have plenty of spell slots. Okay, come in chunks.
There just might be a delay in shipping.
Yeah. Especially the way this spell works, that's gonna be real fun for him. You do it in multiple messages.
Mr. Styx, I don't think this is somebody I don't think this is something you tell someone when you can't see them.
Especially through a message spell.
Because I just found out I'm not a human being. Well, I mean, I am. We are. You.
Close enough.
Does this wake Willow up?
Oh yeah, this wakes everyone in the camp up.
Not being quiet. Yeah.
We're gonna lose our long rest.
No, you're not gonna lose the long rest.
Willow just
looks at you and goes.
Looks at Eugene and says, "He should be proud to be your dad," and rolls over and curls up with Bob and goes back to sleep.
Exactly, Eugene.
Tell him so I can go back to bed.
Baxton. Okay. Yeah. All right. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
This would be best done in 25 words or less, but we can do up to 75. It just is gonna get a little funky.
I'm your son. Explain later.
Yes, that'd be a solid one. I'm your son.
Later.
We should talk later. That's an excellent way to put that. I'm your son. We should talk later. How do you feel about that?
Okay.
Okay.
I guess.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be plenty of words left over. Okay. So Styx is going to walk over to the campfire. And Styx is going to cast Styx Fire Seekers Speak Through Flame.
Oh, this is so funny because Cedric carries a lantern on his hip all the time.
Yep.
And so his lantern is just gonna go, I'm your son!
And Styx is going to go, hey! I have a message! And gesture towards Eugene.
Hi! It's Eugene! I'm your son, apparently. Please tell me how this happened. Well, I know how it happened, but...
Message ends.
Please tell me.
Okay. So the way Styx Fire Seekers Speak Through Flame works is the next time he is near to a flame within 10 feet, it will play the message, and the volume of the message will be based on how loud we spoke for it, and then also the size of the flame.
Always. So it's a pretty small lantern flame, so like the lantern is his magical focus, so like
yeah,
he always has it on him.
You get
so does he get to what?
Does he get to respond to it?
He does get to respond to it, and it would play through the next closest flame we go to. That's about to get real loud because we got a campfire.
So, do you want to be Cedric or do I get to be Cedric?
You know Cedric better than I do.
Okay. There's like a pause, and you think nothing happened. But then he says, I figured you'd find out eventually. Who told you? Or did you just... We'll talk later.
Now I must kill you.
Oh no, because Cedric knows.
Yeah.
Like he knew, but he was like, yeah, I'm your uncle. I'm your mother's brother. She sent you here to learn stuff from me. She is fine. She's good.
She's fine. Everyone's fine.
Yeah.
All right.
She's out on the farm.
So
you
that
totally may not
happens.
explode when you hit puberty. We don't know.
Yeah, so all that happened.
Yeah,
Finally
so
got Eugene more.
Get it out. Get out of the way, Eugene. You find out those startling, startling developments.
The actuality of what Eugene is.
Yeah. So, the rest of you guys managed to get your long rest. Your watches go uneventfully as you wake up the next morning. You see an odd sight around you when you wake up.
Okay.
You see a bunch of little coconut-headed individuals, about 6 inches high.
Weren't you all delightful?
They just all look at you, and there's probably like dozens of them all around. Their heads all swivel, and the masks or the coconuts literally just have 2 blank circular eyes for holes and a line, like a straight line for the mouth. Yeah. As they just look at you, as you see the line shift to a circle,
I love them all. We're gonna adopt them all.
Are you friend or food?
They look at you as they all hold up a berry almost the size of their heads.
I'm definitely Styx 100% just takes this berry, already enraptured with these things. and then fishes through his pouch and pulls out one electrum piece and hands it to the one that he took the berry from.
It grabs the electrum piece and just like holds it up above its head like it is like almost like Legend of Zelda Link holding up anything he literally pulls out of a chest. And just like holds it up as the rest of them you just look in silent amazement at this electrum piece.
And I will eat the berry.
You gain the benefits of a good berry.
Hey, nice.
As now I know the easiest way to poison the party is just send a bunch of coconut-headed individuals.
Yeah, it's the easiest way to poison sticks. This party's probably pretty cautious about this.
But you see, you do see them though, and they look at you, and they start bouncing around, following you in particular, Sticks.
I have become their father.
Oh dear.
It's a good thing they're not my firstborn.
I don't like these people. They freak me out.
So these little chewingas start bopping behind you.
So, what are they doing?
Being little lads.
And as you guys are talking, a stiff breeze comes through the area as the holes in the coconut-like heads start to whistle and play a mournful song.
Oh.
Aw.
They even make music. If Solus was conscious, she'd be losing her shit.
Yeah. She would
She's
be.
just groggily, like, strapped, like, or she's just, like, she's just, like, groggily holding on to Fester.
He ate a cookie.
Oh my god.
Keep telling her.
I don't like and don't trust these things at all.
I trust them explicitly. My life is in their hands.
Baxton is putting on his armor.
Actually, could I make a check of some sort to identify them?
Yeah.
What would you like that to be?
This will be a nature.
Okay. I don't think my nature's great, but I think it's still pretty good because it's it's intelligence check. So that's going to be a 18.
Yeah, you would recognize these pretty almost immediately as chewingas. A fey elemental. One of the smallest ones, but ones that get quite enamored with humankind and mankind in general, because humans aren't the only creatures on the block. Usually harmless, but they tend to like pranking people.
Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that.
As you notice, they're currently tying Solus's bootstraps together.
Delightful.
Someone put a note of that on your character sheet, because that'll come back into play when she's back.
Got it. In fact, once Styx has taken the moment to think about that, as we're traveling with this procession of chewingas, he's going to pull them into a huddle, and he's going to coordinate with them. He's going to talk to Eugene, and he's going to have them prank Eugene.
Okay. So they're all sitting there nodding in agreements with you.
Okay. And then Styx is going to approach Eugene and go, "Hey, kiddo, how you holding up? That was a lot last night."
Not very well,
Yeah.
but I'm okay.
Well, that's good. Do you want to talk about that at all? Because that's...
Well, I found out I don't need to breathe, but if I stop breathing, I feel like I'm choking.
I cannot even begin to imagine what that is like. Knowing that you don't need to breathe, but feeling like you're choking when you don't breathe anyways, that's... It does explain a lot about a lot of what was going on with you, though.
Yeah, that's some magic stuff, and like, I don't know how that works. I am magic stuff.
Yeah.
Which am what I do not understand.
Which, amazing thing, does mean it's easier for me to study you.
As you're saying this, Eugene, you have all of these little Chewingas, unbeknownst to you, just sort of climbing onto your back.
And, I mean, it's weird because what else can I do? Like, those things that I thought were my training, were they the things that I...
The rest of you guys see this, by the way.
Why is anything anymore? I don't even know. Am I Eugene? Am I still Eugene? Have I grown?
I mean,
six
yes,
heads?
You're still Eugene. I mean, you're going to be Eugene. Eugene is the experiences and stuff that taught you into being who you are. Like, one way or another, you are Eugene. It's just that Eugene is a lot of things pushed into one little creature.
I don't know how I feel about that.
You giant.
As you do that, you just hear little tiny screams as all of the Chewinga's heads light on fire that are on your back.
Oh.
As you suddenly are engulfed in not a burning flame, but it looks like it.
Hold on just a second.
I really don't like these little things.
Okay.
Putting
Eugene just drops on the ground and starts rolling around and like trying to get these things off of him.
All right, so as you drop to the ground, they're jumping very comically and dramatically off of you guys, just over exaggerating every movement, and they're like starting to do the stop, drop, and roll with you there, Eugene. You yourself have no evidence of any sort of burn, fire, or anything. Their heads are just like, what do you call it? Little flames that don't actually produce heat.
Eugene just stands back up, holding one of the Chewingos. Why are you like this? Why are you like that? Why are you like this? No, I have a question. Why are you like this? Do you know what I've gone through in the past 24 hours?
As you're just
I set fire to a library, Sticks, and you accidentally, and then you set me on fire. No.
The Chewinga that you're holding just lifts up its hands.
He's gonna throw the Chewingo at Sticks.
Sticks is definitely gonna catch it. He's gonna definitely try to catch it.
Easy enough, you catch it.
Yeah.
If I didn't have a personal code about hurting my friends, I swear to Pelor, I would deck you right in the face.
I mean, no, that'd be very loud of you. I mean, but also do know that like he's now like petting the Chewinga as he's talking. Like genuinely, if you need someone to talk to, I'm here for you. As one of the few people who might have a grasp on what's going on with you.
As you see, the one that he's petting there has your symbol of Pelor around its neck there, Eugene.
Styx is going to very quickly pull that off of him and hand it back. That is something that Styx won't play around with, is taking that from Eugene.
Good.
Thank you.
You want me to hit him?
No, I don't want you to hit him.
Not Sticks. Sticks can hurt me. I'm talking about the little thing.
No,
listen,
I don't want you to
if
hit
you
the
hit
little
me,
thing.
if you hit me, I wouldn't hurt you. If you hit my little friend, I'm gonna name him Wagon. If you hit Wagon, I will hurt you.
All right, and as we have a standoff around Wagon, this is where we're going to call it for the night, guys.
Man, I really wish Solace was here to get Eugene backstory.
Well, you could always tell it to her
I
later.
think Solace listens to the VODs on the ones that she misses.
Yeah, she usually does. She
Oh no, she's gonna hear so many fucks.
Because she'd be like, what?
Yeah.
He's what? He's not even a he, he's an it.
But
basically, if it's cute, it needs to die.
yeah, thank you, Bob, for joining us tonight. Really appreciate
Yeah, thank you,
that.
Bob.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Sun Bros!
I want to take a moment and I want to thank everyone who followed us tonight. We had 6 new followers tonight. We had Leku Let's Play, the Lyra Dragon, Galarim, Lordly Lords, Blue Greek, and Devove. Thank you so much,
Devove.
everyone, for following and getting me that much closer to our goal
How many
of
more
50
you need,
subs. That should put us up to, I think, 12 more until we
Cool.
reach affiliate. Everyone at home, this is where we are going to end the stream. Thank you so much for watching.